tempo.
But back at it again, um, Mr. KD. Icebreaker this
Yeah.
week is
We're
what's your
not.
top three
We stopped
cookout
being
foods?
welcoming. We got to be more welcoming. Welcome. Thank you for everybody tuning in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We stopped welcoming recently.
Hey, I mean, we hit you with the same thing. Back at it again. We back because we are. We back at it
Welcome,
again.
welcome. We appreciate
You
you
know who you
spending
coming
your
to
time.
see.
Lend me your ear.
But like
Um,
I said,
top three what?
icebreaker. Yeah, top three cookout foods.
You gotta have them brats, man. You gotta have the sausages on the grill. Uh, uh, ah, you said got to. Like this is the has to happen. So yeah, you
You
gotta have the
said got
glizzy.
to.
You gotta have the glizzies. You gotta have them. It's just it, what's the last one? I'll go ribs because I don't want to say burgers. So yeah,
Yeah, I
I'll
got
go.
ribs. I got ribs. Gotta have burgers. Baked beans.
Now you know you need them glizzies. You just don't want to say it. Them glizzies is important.
Yeah, see, like
When you
you
when a
overselling it
person
right
say,
now.
as soon as a person say we throwing something on the grill, you got
Yeah,
about
hot
three
dogs
packs.
and hot dogs
You
and
got
burgers.
3 packs. You man,
I'm you not wrong. Hot dogs are definitely a top three
but I love
cookout
the
food.
brats
But
though. I love the
yeah,
brats.
like I just had to throw a side dish in there. You gotta have a side at least. So I
Or if
said
I
baked
got a
beans.
side dish, I'ma go. I'm gonna go that grilled corn on the cob.
You're not lying. Not lying.
Little butter on there, get that char. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get fancy? Throw a little lemon pepper up there, something, a little cayenne. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Welcome to Point Blank Period, Point Blank Period,
Point blank period.
Point blank period.
Point Blank Period. No pressure.
Can't have a baseball conversation without bringing up Otani.
He's a great pitcher and a power hitter. Yo, this man's top five.
I'm still taking today's NFL.
I'm going with the Niners.
None of them are better than Brady.
This is your argument.
No, what I'm saying is, who's MVP? Do they not matter no more?
Everything you said before that point is irrelevant.
Not how the NFL works, baby.
We drafted your replacement already. So
I don't gotta talk to no peon.
Why not just come back and prove?
This time he's really going off. Fireworks.
Because we can't argue facts. What I told you when you got involved with this.
This
Grown
is
man business. Grown man business.
All right. Welcome to Point Blank Period Podcast, the best sports podcast, Point Blank Period. Today is episode 63, Independence Day. And normally I don't do this, but y'all icebreaker was so good, I had to jump in. I'm going to split the baby a little bit. I'm going hot dogs, glizzy, and I'm going to go with Mr. Amar with the baked beans, but I might go potato salad.
I was thinking potato salad.
might
Potato
go
salad is
potato
another one.
You said hot dog glizzy. That's the same thing.
Oh, I meant
Nah,
to say
you
hot
gave.
dogs. I meant to
You
say
gave.
hot dogs, hamburgers.
I'm about to
Oh.
say,
You
hot
said
dog
broccoli.
glizzy. He just
I
gave
can't
the
eat
nickname.
broccoli.
Shaboing boing.
I can't eat them. But speaking of Independence Day, stars and stripes, we're going to talk about American pastime. Who is our MLB player of the week? Mr. KD, who you got?
Well, it's not my MLB player of the week because if I
It's
hold the
theirs.
segment directly to me, it's gonna be a Yankee. It's gonna be a Yankee every week. So I'm gonna go to who the MLB picked, who probably is more deserving than just picking a Yankee every week. So we got Luis Garcia Jr. from the Nationals. I think he's leading the league in home runs, or he's up there. He's got to be top three.
Mm-hmm.
So he won for the Nationals from the Nationals. Sorry, and then from the Rays we got Junior Camaro. And then it's because he got a streak going, 7 home runs in 6 games. So he's on a
Oh,
run.
that's good.
The home runs have been that's what it's gonna be. Player of the week, you have to knock it out the park. And both of those guys have been doing that.
Literally.
Luis for the whole season, but Junior got hot as of late.
How about you, Mr. Mike? You rolling with Mr. KD?
Yeah, I'm definitely the same exact ones because, like you said, this is not directly at me, but more so to acknowledge the guys that they did pick. So yeah, I am rolling with Mr. KD with his 2 picks.
And the person, who was the first person you named, Mr. KD? Not Louise.
No,
That
it's
was the
not.
first person.
Yeah, it
You
was
said what?
Luis.
That was the first person.
Oh
So
no,
about
well who's the
Julian
second person?
Caminero?
Yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't know about him, but the only reason I know about Louise, this is some hometown ish. I got the national channel, so I got to see him play 3 games. So that's why I picked him. Cause I actually seen him play. So it's just that he come on television and I seen him. He looked at okay, I bet. And then I looked it up. 6 home runs now, RBIs, in 7 games. Know what I mean? And so with the RBIs in particular, that would kind of put me there for the player of the week. It's one thing for you to get the home run and bring yourself in, but with the RBIs, you bring other people in. So you make your team better overall. So that's our player of the week. But
But
with
you
that being
count too
said,
though.
huh?
Your run count too though towards your RBI.
Yeah. So yeah. I got 6, excuse me. I got 6 and I brought 3 people in with me.
Oh, you didn't say the
But
number of
like you
RBIs,
said,
right?
the dude got 7 home runs and what you just say, like what you just say about the street?
Seven home runs in the last 6 games.
Yeah. So I'm saying that to say that he may have 7 home runs, but he may have 7 RBIs. I mean, he just brought himself in all the whole time. When
That's
you
not
got, I don't know how many RBIs he got because I don't know exactly about him that much. But I'm saying that to say that I know he brought other people with him and made the team better. So that's why I got him as my player of the week, Louise. That is. But with that being said, Mr. KD, I mean Mr. Amari, we'll get to our injury report / trade rumors. I'm gonna start with you on the NFL side. What's been going on lately on the free agent market and the trade market in the NFL?
As far as the free agent market, one thing that I just kind of want to keep or at least bring to light, I think eventually at some point during this year, if there's not a signing for him, I think we have potentially seen the end of Joey Bosa. And I think he's hinting at retirement as of right now as we speak. But trade rumors for Max Crosby and Mac Jones are starting to heat back up. Um, as of right now, Brandon Ayuk's trade value is ultimately diminished, and I'm not sure if anybody's going to even want to trade for him. They're probably just going to wait for the release and try to sign him to a heavy incentivized contract. Um, and as far as the free agent end of that I mean, the free agency side of that, that's it. But some of the best remaining offensive free agents, Keenan Allen, Taylor Decker, Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill, Debo Samuel, Kevin Zeitler, and Jonnu Smith. They're some of the top offensive free agents. I do have some fits for them, but I'll give those after. I do want to ask this question, Mr. KD. Uh, for a few of these players, do you think you could have? Do you have a landing spot for some of the hotter names? And this would be Stephon Diggs, who we've touched on a couple of times, Debo Samuel, Keenan Allen, and Taylor Decker.
Uh, Taylor Decker, no, because I think he might be done. Keenan Allen, I think he won't get signed till the season is kicked off. Not necessarily regular season, but he's going to be signed after an injury, so to say, and then he'll find his team. Diggs, I'm alarmed that we're not even hearing no rumors or nothing about him. I think Washington is a good spot for any receiver, really. I guess
So
except
yeah,
Debo because he's
that's
very
who I
late.
have as this fit.
Washington's a good spot. But Debo, man, I want to put him somewhere where he has a creative mind that can use him. And off the whim, I'm gonna say the Chargers.
I mean, that would make perfect sense for him to be, like you said, for him to play with such an offensive mind like Mike McDaniel, and of course Harbaugh make use of that mind that Mike McDaniel has, so he can utilize Debo, uh, and
Hey,
it probably
Buffalo
gives
too.
him that. I mean, yeah, he could definitely go to Buffalo as well. I mean, they need that wide receiver 2 spot after trading for DJ Moore. Well, I mean, they needed that beforehand anyway, but
No, they
they
needed the one before. Well,
yeah.
personally, I think they still need a one, but we don't gotta stay there too
But
long.
the fits that I do have for those players that I did speak on, I have Keenan Allen going to New Orleans. I mean, I think he'll be a perfect 3 to kind of help Chris Olave and even more so bring in Jordan Tyson. Um, Stephon Diggs, like I said, I have him to Washington. Tyreek Hill, of course, I have him in the reunion going back to the Chiefs. Debo Samuel, the fit that I did have him outside of the Chargers, which honestly sounds like an even more wonderful fit than I have. I had him going to Atlanta. Uh, I think he'll be a good split back if you wanted to kind of like give Bijan some rest even after they signed Brian Robinson. I feel like if anything was to kind of come down to an injury, you don't have to change much of your playbook because you have two people that can still play the running back position. And I think Kevin Stefanski will actually make use of
Why
that.
you why you put he a wide receiver? Why you highlighting his running back capabilities before what he can do as a is he more of a threat in the backfield than he is out wide now?
I think, I mean, to be honest, maybe, but then again, I think Debo's an all around threat with the ball in his hands. I think he has the athleticism to make plays, and he has the running back stature at wide receiver. I just don't think he's as polished as of a wide receiver to truly say that yes, this is my number one or my number two.
I just
I think
wanted to
he
hear
would
you
be. I think
elaborate on.
I
I
feel
just
like
wanted
he's
to
a
hear you
solid
elaborate
number
on that
three. I feel like
because
Debo Samuel is a great number three receiver. As a
if you was
one or two, I
listening,
don't think that.
if you was listening, you would have thought he played running back. That's why I just wanted you to elaborate on what way you was going with that one.
The
'Cause
way
I'm
we
with you.
view
He's a gadget guy.
The way we view Christian McCaffrey, Debo is the exact opposite of that. But to finish on these fits, I have Kevin Zeitler going to San Francisco. Johnu Smith, I have him in a reunion with New England since I believe they have Hunter Henry. I mean, they are lacking in tight end too. I think Johnu Smith gives them more more of a receiving threat at the tight end spot. Uh, I didn't find the fit for Taylor Decker. Like you said, I kind of think he's done, but ESPN and Bleacher Report actually have him as a reported fit for Pittsburgh. I don't see us in the market for a left tackle, especially of his price tag necessarily.
I
But
don't think his
I
price
mean,
tag's too much no more. I don't think his price tag's too high
I
anymore.
don't think you would have to pay too much. I just don't think you are lumping in that. I would say 9 to 10 mil possibly for that left tackle for
So
a
do you
year.
think when he signs, he's going to be signed as a starter?
I don't think you sign him to not be the starter over who we have.
I'm not saying just specifically y'all. I'm just saying wherever he goes, they
Um,
going.
I do think he'll end up being he'll be the starter. I mean, it might come at the time where there's an injury or something. It might be after training camp because there's camp injuries happen. So he might be a late pickup somewhere around then. But I genuinely think Taylor Decker's done.
All
And
right.
oh,
Oh, you got
and
somebody else?
oh no, this is just more for contracts. People seeking contracts. You have Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor seeking a new contract in Indianapolis. Vita Vea and Baker seeking new contracts in Tampa, and CJ Stroud contract talks are paused or virtually non-existent as of right now in Houston. And Joey Porter Jr. and the Pittsburgh Steelers are not close on the contract extension yet either.
All right.
DJ Turner's contract is loading.
We are
So,
sure about that.
Mr. KD, we're gonna get to the other side, the NBA side, that is. And I'm glad you brought up them contracts, Mr. Amari, because this ain't in our notes, but I'm pretty sure Mr. KD know all about this. Jalen Duran, he says that him and the Pistons are far apart from each other contract-wise, and he's looking for a sign and trade. You think that's a smart deal, bad deal? What you think about that before we get to these other players that's been signed or not signed? What you think about that, Mr. KD?
What specifically on the Jalen Duran? My man going out there to find the bag. He thinking somebody out there that's going to offer him more. The Pistons have said they have offered the most that they're going to offer him. So they had a stalemate, so to say. But I just feel like personally, his stock was a lot higher before
That
the playoffs.
playoff game, I would say that playoff game,
Playoff run.
yeah, that was it.
Before the playoffs, his stock was a lot higher. So
He would have got that deal then.
I want his agent to keep that in the forefront of his mind as well, because you
So,
didn't end off as hot as as we expected you
Mr.
to.
K, Mr. KD, I'm glad you brought that up. You think it's the agent that's really coming back at Detroit, or you think it's the player? You think it's the agent saying you need to up
I
my
think
numbers, boy?
I think it's the agent saying we're gonna test the market. Let's see what it's gonna be somebody out there that weighed his regular season, which is an 82 game span, heavier than the playoffs, and we want to see how much they're willing to offer. So you interested? The Pistons didn't uh, take their offer back or take it off the table. You can always come back to this. Well, I ain't gonna say always, but it's available to come back to this offer. But test the market, see what you can grab, see the options out there, the opportunities, and then maybe we'll circle back. It's not saying that he won't return to Detroit. It's just saying Detroit has shown you what their offer is. Go out and see the market if you can see find something better. But if not, you probably end back up in Detroit, which I believe is the best fit for him anyway.
Yeah, I believe Detroit the best place for him before we get to the next person. But throughout the playoff, you and Mr. Amari, we all said consistently he's costing himself money. Like his performance in the playoffs cost him money. Whether he accept it now or accept it later, meaning that okay, you may even get the bag now, but because of what we seen from you, teams are gonna be hesitant to pay anything else in the future. And he's saying it right now as his own team is hesitant in the present to pay him. Because if he say he would have averaged the same thing he averaged 82 games he averaged in the playoffs, this conversation we having right now will not be a conversation. I'm talking about with the same results, meaning they still lose at the same time, they still lose every game the same way, XYZ. But if he was getting 20 and 10 consistently throughout the playoffs, he wouldn't be have to beg for, I ain't gonna say beg, he wouldn't have to argue about his money right now. Right.
Mhm.
But speaking of somebody who didn't play, but he did opt in to get his money, Fred VanVleet opted in to stay with Houston. I said it's a smart deal, meaning you ain't played, so who else wants you? But what you think about that before we get to somebody else?
It's smart for both sides. Houston needs a point guard. He
Mm-hmm.
is a point guard. Now, of course, coming off
Mm-hmm.
that injury, he doesn't have the leverage in this argument. So he took the safe bet. And I think ideally Houston probably would want him at a lower number coming for this up in this season. But that was what his contract was and how it's structured. So he did what was smart. I think Houston is not mad at that. But they probably would want that number a little lower.
Yeah, yeah. It was smart for him. I think that was a smart deal. But hey, Mr. Amari, I'm gonna ask you this. LaMelo Ball has been traded from Charlotte to Minnesota. What's your initial thoughts about that?
I mean, I think him going to Minnesota is going to be a good thing. They about to be Lob City for real, but hey,
Who?
uh,
Who's throwing the lob?
Minnesota. Oh, Lamelo. Why
And
Lamelo
who's
ain't throwing no
catching it?
lob?
And who catching it?
Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels,
Nah, he ain't going to get that.
somebody going up to get that thing. But hey, only thing I can say about that is they need to look out for Minnesota. I think they got they true point guard. Um, even though they did give up some pieces, but I think they got the true point guard that they needed.
I'm actually not as sold on it as you are. Um, I'm not saying it's a bad move. I like the move. It just it leaves the question mark for what's next. The Melo's a good addition, of course, an all star in itself, but you lost Nas Reed, and I think Nas Reed was a very important piece to what they were doing and what they could do with this smaller lineup. So it's interesting. I'm not sure to be a complete easily mesh to get both of these guys on the same page and thriving, but it does put LaMelo in a new environment, so we get an opportunity to see um, how he does. But Ant likes the move, so I guess Minnesota made a positive move for their franchise player.
So, Mr. KD, I'm probably not so. I thought you would be a little more hyped on this deal than you are. So, LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards, Josh Green, Jaden McDaniels, all was selected in the 2020 draft. Now they all playing. So you got the first pick, third pick, 18th pick, and
You got the
28th pick.
first, third, 18th,
All of
and
them now are
23rd.
playing with the same team. So Minnesota went and got a young squad. They got rid of Randall. They keeping Gobert, so they're gonna play.
We spoke
Now
on that a few
estimation, they plan on
a
playing
while ago.
fast. Some like San Antonio, we're gonna surround it with guards and people that can 3 and D with one big inside. Like, what you just think about how what's their outlook for next year and the way they trying to ship this and mold this with two running gun guards and even LaMelo, because LaMelo's taller than Anthony Edwards, and he the point. So you got a 6'7" point guard, 6'5" shooting guard. Like, what you think about this? Their offensive output next year.
I'm not worried about the offense. I'm worried about defense.
Mm-hmm.
Don't anybody play it.
LaMelo is you gonna, and I'm basing it off of his Charlotte stint because, like I said, he has the body and style and capabilities to be a defender. It's all about the want to, and we might be able to see a different side of him in Minnesota with Chris Finch at the helm and Anthony Edwards as the leader. But I like that they're adapting or adopting the small ball. I just think they would be more effective with Nas Reed still in the fold.
Yeah.
Because I like Jaden McDaniels. And I like, of course, everybody know I love Ant Edwards' game. I like LaMelo's game. It's an opportunity to compete for something. And I think he will step up and be a more consistent player. But also, we can't throw away or push to the side LaMelo's availability either. That has been a reoccurring thing. So, like I said, it leaves a question mark in my mind for me. Before I get behind this move, I want to see it. I got to see it to believe it first. And not to mention, you in the West, dog. Like,
Yeah.
if you ain't shaking, you got to really shake the world to make some noise in the West.
And we're gonna get to this right now in this question because another person's leave Charlotte. Miles Bridges, that is. And he's gone to the West. Now he with the Suns. I believe Royce O'Neal and Grayson Allen is what they traded back. The Suns that was to Charlotte. So just a two-part question. We're gonna talk about this trade, but now we've seen LaMelo out the door. We've seen Miles Bridges out the door, and I believe there was the two long tenure players. So you got the two players that have been playing there the longest. They both out the door. What does this mean for Charlotte, and what does this mean for Miles Bridges and the Suns moving forward? It's on you, Mr. KD.
That's one of the moves.
Charlotte in a rebuild.
And I'm glad that it went on the table. It wasn't too big of a move on both sides. Kind of what Amari just said. Charlotte is accepting and moving forward with the rebuild. Burn it down and let's start over. Miles Bridges is going.
Which I kind of don't. I mean, I kind of don't understand it. But then again, I'm pretty sure it has a lot to do with contracts. Because
they didn't have nothing that would last. They didn't have something that was going to last.
They finished hot to end the season.
Will it last? Don't fall in love with fool's gold. Did you have a lasting formula? And I don't think they did. I think they have a good coach. Charles Lee will be able to build something for them eventually if he gets the time to develop. But they gotta start from scratch. Especially once you give up your star, your best player, your star. You gotta have a plan B, and the plan B is clean house, reset, and let's try to attack it in 2-3 seasons. But
so this team is now built for Brandon Miller, and Con Knoble.
No, this team is built for a reset. Con Knoble is a good side piece as far as to the focal point. He's not going to carry the team. Brandon Miller, good player, but he's not going to carry the team.
But Mr. KD,
compliments. These are all complimentary pieces.
Mr. KD, if you was just one step away from the playoffs, you was in the playing game with the ability to be in the playoffs. Is it time now to reset, or is it time to reload, or try to load up and become better? Like, my question is, why is Charlotte taking a step back instead of trying to take a step forward?
Because they didn't believe in what they were going to be able to do moving forward. They got hot towards the end of the season, which is applaud to them. We talked about them. We gave them their credit. But we can't also forget how they started the season either. So what do you believe in more? Are we more of that early team, or are we more of the team that got hot? And when you have that controversial question, that means you're uncertain. So therefore, we got to make a move. And like Amari said, the cap does play into it too. Bridges had a bag. LaMelo was about to come up on another bag. So Well, that probably played into it too, but they just had a true evaluation, and they didn't believe that with the way the East is looking right now and how it's structured, they didn't see that window for them in this moment.
All right. So we're gonna get to another point guard, Ja Morant. So initially there was no market for Ja Morant, but somebody finally came up, and to Mr. KD words, there's always a team out there desperate enough to get you. Portland happened to be that team. Now Ja Morant is in Portland. What does that mean for him, for Portland? And also, this is the last thing I want to say, to you, Mr. KD. By him going to Portland, does this show that he really did have a very small market, or this just was the team that had the best deal?
That's why I was pausing and thinking, like, if you end up in Portland, yeah, you ain't had no market. Like that goes to show you didn't have a market. Especially not only just ending up in Portland, but ended up in Portland with the roster construction that Portland already has. Portland they have Dame Lillard and Drew Holiday at guard.
Scoot Henderson.
Scoot as well as the young gun. So the fit didn't make sense to me when I read it, but it goes to show there wasn't any enticing options out there. So Memphis was in the point where we just got to get something. I'm leaving here with something. So they had to find the deal that was on the table. Will it work out for him in Portland? I'll wait to see. He has two tremendous veterans that will, he'll be under their wing, hopefully, and he can take under their wing and learn the business, learn how to be a professional from. Drew Holiday might be the most ideal veteran. If not him, then Mike Conley, but the most ideal veteran that you can learn from as far as being the ultimate professional. But, hey, he's out of Memphis. Memphis is happy with this deal. I believe Portland's happy with the deal. I don't know if Ja happy with the deal. But I'll tell you this, if you get in trouble in Portland, it's over for you.
Yeah.
This is
Ain't nothing out there. So the fact that you did anything that warranted you getting in trouble, yeah, that's your fault.
It's kind of like rehab.
Yeah, I mean, Ja kind of...
Yeah, they send us to the wilderness. It's mystical out there. Yeah.
Rehab. You got 2 years on your contract. We're going to send you to this 1-2 year rehabilitation center, and we can
Mr.
see
KD, ain't no spotlight out there. The NBA ain't watching.
Nothing.
They don't come on TV.
I don't even think they get televised games.
Ain't no cameras in Portland. So you can pull your gun out all you want.
It's legal out there. They go hunting out there, so you good. You go ahead and do what you got to do out there.
Well, no, he won't out in the field. He pulled it out in the strip club. But I'm telling you, they don't care out there.
You ain't pulled it out.
Okay. Portland does not want you to leave. They will not. They will.
So Mr. KD, Mr. Marver brought it to my attention the first time, and then he told me who he got traded for, and I was like, Jeremy Grant. I'm like, that's when I knew that
I told him, Jeremy Grant. That's my fantasy basketball GOAT. That man come up with 40 every night.
No. He's a solid player. You got to remember, Ja was in the talks with Ant Edwards. Like now we talking about solid players.
That was like 3 years ago.
No, he said the key word.
I said it. No, I'm just showing that the market wise and how far he has fallen. Like where he is now.
Ja Morant was available for a whole season.
But Mr. KD, if Ant get traded right now, who you think Ant going for? He ain't going for no Grant.
Listen, this is my thing. You said he was in that talks, so
I'm showing you the difference of where he was at and where he at now.
Names together. You getting disrespectful now. They not in the same talk no more. Stop mentioning him with Ant. He gotta gain that back. And maybe this rehab. Maybe
that's my point.
Ja gotta be mentioned with Zion right now. Ja gotta be mentioned with the Zions.
Right.
And I'm Team Zion, and this is my point.
I don't know why.
Move, but Ja is.
Zion ain't get moved because he wants to be there. Nobody wants to be in New Orleans.
Season over.
This can be, and I'm keyword can. This can be a great situation for Ja, because like I said, who he's about to be under as far as role models or professionals. If he really goes into this with the right proper mindset, I don't see him being a long-term thing for Portland personally.
Yeah, if I was some, this is just you back in college trying to showcase yourself to the NBA. This is like right now, if I was some, I'd be looking at it.
They're gonna make it hard for him to screw up. They're gonna make it hard for him to throw this opportunity away.
He about to be with Drew every day.
Yeah, but
And David
that's
ain't gonna.
I don't
David
think Drew
not,
gonna be there. I think he gonna get traded.
nah.
Cool.
You think
He
he's
got to
staying?
the playoffs. Drew ain't going nowhere.
John need him, but I prefer for him to stay. But I think there's a lot of teams out there.
They
Man,
did say that they're starting to hear interest that Portland wants Jalen Brown. So if they
and
can figure out something.
I think
Drew
teams
just
like
got to get to
Miami
the
is gonna be
playoffs.
looking at Drew Holiday and stuff like that. Because just for instance, Mr. KD, I don't know if you heard, Tim Hardaway, he's now in Miami.
Great
I
fit.
believe,
I texted as soon as I saw it. I said Pat Riley doing it already.
yeah.
Doing it already.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. Like I see things like that, and I say I can see a Drew Holiday down in Miami. I ain't know Tim Hardaway would go, but Tim Hardaway down in Miami, I see
think
that.
what Drew did for them last year, it would be foolish for them to especially with the coach coming in, it'll be foolish for them to let him go. I think they're gonna slide Drew down though. You probably gonna see him playing some 3 this year. And they're gonna go small ball
At
as well with
6'3".
probably Jimmy. Yeah, but he's solid and strong.
Nah,
He can
I
hold
know,
his
I
own.
know. Nah, I'm saying, and he gonna do it. And he gonna get the job done. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying, at 6'3", he still. That's why it's a good mentorship for him to be over the headship of Ja, moving on for the next year and a half or so. But go ahead. I'm
But I
sorry.
will say this, as much as I say this is a great opportunity for him, it can be a great opportunity for him. If he screws this up, it might be it.
Yeah.
That's just the reality of things. Like, but I think if this don't humble you, I don't know what will. To be honest with you, like you was
And
at the
before we
top
get,
of the top, and now you're getting traded to a guard
but
satisfied team.
before I get to the next topic, the next person. This is kind of what I was saying just a second ago about Charlotte. So, for instance, uh Portland would be like the West Coast version of Charlotte, and it was right there. So now they went and got them a quote unquote superstar, all-star, or somebody that can instantly make their team better. So in my eyes, they don't look like they trying to rebuild. They're looking like they reloading. And that's why I'm saying, why couldn't Charlotte do something similar to this? That's kind
But
of
that's not a fair comparison because Portland already had all that. He just was hurt. He didn't play last year. They already had the all-star and all of that. So.
All right. Now, speaking of somebody that's perpetually hurt, but he wasn't hurt last year, thank Lord. But only 2 teams was really interested in him. One was Dallas, one was Toronto. He ended up going back to Toronto for a second time because he said, I will only sign there. What's your thoughts about this? I believe Ingram went to the Clippers. Mr. KD.
They said Minnesota was interested. Minnesota was interested and Detroit was interested. He just turned.
I only heard about them 2 teams, but go ahead. That's why it's your segment to inform us. Go ahead.
Yeah, Minnesota and Detroit was interested. He turned those down, which I don't understand why he turned Minnesota down all the way. But hey, Kawhi.
You said Detroit.
Detroit and Minnesota was interested. Yeah, they
both of those spots look like perfect spots where he'll just fit right in, and they can, especially Detroit.
Yeah, but especially Minnesota. Like I really didn't understand Minnesota.
Yeah. Okay.
But maybe he just, Kawhi, he runs to the beat of his own drum, so he probably just wanted to go to somewhere he's familiar with and skate off into the sunset. But I like the fit in Toronto. Like they were another team that can compete with a good offseason in the East. And when you start with getting Kawhi on the first day of free agency, even though it was a trade, of course, but on the first day of free agency, you start with Kawhi and you're added to your roster. That's a good start. So it's eyes on Toronto to see what else are they going to do this offseason to really push them up the ladder in the East. But Kawhi coming off the best season possibly of his career statistically, that's a good grab. Brandon Ingram going to the Clippers. I'd like to see how that works out. Tyronn Lue, man, I don't know what he's thinking right now as far as how he's feeling about everything going on with the Clippers, but they really making it hard for him to actually compete. They not giving him no consistency. They're not giving him nothing that lasts. They're just shuffling the roster here and there. It's a predicament that they're putting him in, but he's getting paid very handsomely to, I guess, put up with all this. Let's talk about the most important person right now. Like all free agency trades and all that mess stops when you hear this name.
And
I don't know why you're putting them last.
Because you say the best for last, and that don't supposed to say the best for last.
No, because if we would have started with him, we ain't got to say all these other stuff. We can put that in the captions below. The most important man has
So
stated his claim.
so Windhorse and Shines both reported that LeBron has let the Lakers know he will not be returning there for his 24th season.
Wash my
And
foot.
You
there's
got
been interest.
league-wide interest.
That man said
There's been,
anything. Listen to everybody.
yeah, there's been interest from the
That
Warriors.
that's because not everybody want to take him and Bronny.
LeBron,
Yeah. Hold on. Let me set the question up, please. Y'all can speak as soon as I finish. So the Warriors, the Warriors is
LeBron is staying
interested
in
in
LA.
him, and Draymond has recently declined his player option, so he can make it more easy for the team to have flexibility. Along with AD supposedly trying to get his way to the Warriors. The Washington Wizards said we're not getting rid of AD. With all that being said, what's your thoughts about this, Mr. KD and Mr. Amari? It's on y'all.
You forgot to mention that Kristaps Porzingis signed a 2-year, $40 million extension yesterday as well.
No, I didn't. I say the best for last.
Like I said, when LeBron made his claim that he's not going back to the Lakers, everything shifts. We don't care what Jaylen Brown got going on. We don't care about Kawhi going to Toronto. We don't care about none of that. The King has announced I'm available. And to Amari's point, not only did he say I'm available, he said he told Rich Paul, you listen to everybody's offer and then bring them back to me. All 30 teams. Listen to whatever they got to say and then bring me back the information and I'll do with it what I please.
Hey, LeBron, you hear this right now? Come to
What does that say? Everybody's an option. My man said everybody's an option. So the league is going to be on freeze for a little bit as far as big signings to see what do we mean by that? Is he flexible as much to how much they're offering him, how much he will take? What do he mean by listen to all offers? So I hope the Nuggets heard that, and I hope they put their bid in as well. But as far as the Golden State thing, I said it earlier, and I stand on it. I think that's the best and most likely fit for him. It doesn't naturally put them in contention for a championship, but it'll be entertaining basketball for Golden State. But it changed my mind when the man said, I'm listening to every offer. Hey, what do he mean by that? Is he willing to take $10 million? Like, what do you mean by every offer?
They said he's most intrigued at, or I should say he's most moved to try to retire where it all started. So that's not a guarantee that he's looking into Cleveland. Like you said, it's league wide, but I think that kind of puts them more so in the forefront than anybody else.
And
And they
Mr.
also
Amari,
say Miami is another
hold
one.
on, Mr. KD. And to that point, James Harden just opted out of his deal with Cleveland also. He's supposed to try to sign a longer deal for smaller money with Cleveland, but that may give them flexibility to get LeBron also, to your point, Mr. Amari.
Well, they named 3 teams even before he came out and said what he said as far as leaving the Lakers. Golden State, Miami, and Cleveland were the 3 teams they talked about having heavy interest in them and being likely spots. So they were all in the running. But then he opened the floodgates when he said, listen to every offer. So with that said, he'll probably be a Denver Nugget in 2026, 27.
Denver Nugget.
That's just me,
You say you looking good with the Pacers, Mr. Amari.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He look real good in that what's it, that maize and yellow.
What are you doing there?
They got Halliburton back. They got some weapons.
Yeah, Hallie, Andrew Nembhard, LeBron.
He getting closer to
Siakam.
Geographically getting closer to the Hall of Fame. That's what you're trying to say?
Yeah, he get to play for Larry Bird and everything. Like, might as well.
All right. If you got any more free agent news or anything for the NBA, Mr. KD, before I get to the
and if he was gonna get closer to the Hall of Fame, at that point you go back to Cleveland. But I guess I wouldn't want to play for the people that can't get it done either.
They got a better shot than Indiana.
I mean, I went to the finals more recently than they did.
Yeah, because they had James Harden. Hopefully they learned from that experience.
They didn't have James Harden and we beat them.
No, I'm talking about that's why they didn't make it last year. They had James Harden. No, I'm still a James Harden fan. I hope James Harden ends up in Cleveland. And I hope James Harden ends up in Cleveland with LeBron.
No, James Harden about to end up in Denver.
This was said. I said this on the podcast previously too. Way during the season,
they was gonna lose when they got him.
way during the midseason when after they got James Harden, I said, watch out for LeBron there next year. So I think I could be right either way. I'm gonna stand on that. I like that.
Just for LeBron to get there, James Harden like this ain't my team. Now I'm playing third fiddle because everybody respect LeBron too much to just not let him be the third like he wants to be, especially in Cleveland. It's gonna be Donovan Mitchell then him.
I'm just gonna stay facts. Everywhere the man been, he bought a ring to him. Hey, that's just facts. Every team he's played for, he's won a ring for. So I'm just stating facts.
Oh,
All
so
right.
yeah, he definitely need to come to Indiana.
So we're gonna leave it right there, and I'm gonna get to more football with Mr. Amari. So, Mr. Amari, recently ESPN they ranked all the skill players, the skill positions. They have the Steelers at number 21 in the NFL. What's your thoughts about that?
I don't know about us being 21st, but I think as far as our skill positions, we do have a lot of question marks, and most of those all kind of hinder back to the quarterback position and what his availability and production can account for.
Hold on,
So
Mr. Amari. Hold on, Mr. Amari. Just want one thing to be known. They was speaking. They didn't include him in the. I don't know if what you saying by proxy because he the one throwing on the ball, but they basically were saying the receivers, the tight ends, and the running backs. They were saying the skill positions. They didn't include the quarterback. So I don't know if you want to say that it's his fault that they're not that good, or. But I'm just letting you know.
um, I mean, aside from the tight ends, I feel like everybody's proven. Everybody's a proven starter in some commodity. We DK Metcalf starter for years in Seattle before he got to us. Michael Pittman's been a starter since he got to the league in Indianapolis. We do have a rookie as our third receiver, and anybody ultimately after that in the receiver room is ultimately a true question mark. Um, Pat Fryermuth is a proven starter. Darnell Washington was pretty much our starter last year as far as the tight end spot. Rico Dowdle been successful in numerous spots. Dallas and Carolina, he was solid, posted 1,000-yard seasons. And Jalen Warren has been very serviceable and a lot more productive than most of the backs we've had paired with him in the past few years that he's been there. I think we're a lot better than 21st in the league, but hey, they can be on watch next year and they can get put on notice too.
And Mr. KD, I'm gonna ask you one question. You think you can name 20 teams that got better skilled players than the Steelers? You ain't got to name
20,
them.
te-
Just
20
off the
teams
top
is
of your head, you
crazy.
think you can go 20
No,
deep?
no.
All right.
But I could definitely name 19.
See,
You said it should be top 20, not top 21. 21 is a little disrespectful.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm appalled. I'm
you
appalled
saying
by
me
that.
in the you saying we're in the bottom 16 is like
No, you're not bottom six. It's 32 teams. What you doing?
bottom 16.
Bottom half?
Yeah, we're in the
Yeah,
bottom
yeah, yeah,
half.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Skill players? Yeah, yeah. Y'all defense is y'all heaviest part. And you can't count, you ain't counting
Yeah,
defense,
I'm
right?
not. Yeah, I'm not gonna disregard that one. Defense is what the players are. It's
Right.
just
So
bottom
we're talking about
16 as
talking
far as
about
skill players
receivers,
offensively.
talking about receivers, tight ends, running backs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you bottom half. Yeah.
So Mecca Ibuka and Jalen McMillan are better than DK and Michael Pittman.
Mm, who they got back there? Bucky and
Bucky.
oh yeah, because they lost my man.
They lost Rashad White.
I'm missing their tight end. Who the tight end?
Kate Otten.
Now they got two, right?
They probably just drafted somebody. I'm pretty
Well, Tampa
probably
Bay would
can't.
be a close one then, because you got me thinking about it. But it would be a close one because they just coming off
Mhm.
losing Mike. So,
I would really have to sit there and write down
but I said bottom
everybody's.
half. I didn't. Why you went straight to Tampa?
I mean,
what's
I
your get
could.
from Tampa?
I could. Well, I wouldn't. I technically can't attack Jacksonville in this instance, even though it technically don't have a running
I
back. They
can
got
run off.
Bashul
Okay,
Tootin.
I believe Seattle has more of a talented offense. Cincinnati, of course.
Yeah, yeah,
Baltimore, uh,
yeah, yeah. I feel
Rams,
like theirs is high. Yeah.
Cowboys, Eagles, uh,
Yep.
Jacksonville, like you mentioned, Chargers. Bills.
I
Nah.
feel like
Yeah,
Jacksonville.
James Cook.
I feel
Yeah,
like
Bill.
see,
New
and you see how
England.
these are all loaded by one. Well, down New England. I feel like
New England.
Jacksonville is mainly loaded by one position. The Bills are loaded by one player because if you're not counting quarterback, they only got James Cook. DJ Moore not pushing that needle that far.
But you gotta go against what, like, if they led by one player, their one player is this level. What is y'all one this level player? You would say DK, of course, right?
Yeah.
And then your drop off from DK to your next player is a good leap.
I don't know if the drop off from DK to Michael Pittman is that far.
Well, maybe we look at Michael Pittman a little different. But I just say, if you are who you are, you wouldn't be on your second team. Indianapolis would have kept you where you was at.
DJ
But
Moore is third. So what are we
And
talking
then
about?
Mr.
That's
KD.
my
The drop off from James Cook
I
and
said
DJ Moore
James
got to be.
Cook.
The
I
We
said
got
drop off from
James Cook was here.
Mr. Murray.
I'm just saying the drop off from James Cook and DJ Moore got to be
No, but you see how late I said the
significant.
Bills. You see how late I said the Bills. They towards that bottom.
But
But I got
still,
top.
I'm saying you got to add the tight ends with James Cook. Now you got DJ
Right,
Moore.
you got
Yeah.
Dalton Kincaid, Dawson
Dalton
Knox. Yeah,
Kincaid and Dawson Knox.
they're factors.
I mean,
And
yeah,
then my
Dawson
boy,
Knox.
what's the other receiver they already had there?
You
Not
better not say
Coleman.
Deion.
Gabe Davis.
Not Coleman. Yeah, Gabe. They lost him, didn't they?
You know,
Nah,
he
we
was
got
on
him
the
back.
practice squad.
We lost him and got him back.
He was on the practice squad.
Yeah,
Actually,
he went down. He went down
y'all
Jacksonville
and
for
went to
vacation.
Jacksonville. He went to Jacksonville,
But
got
no,
some
we keep
bread,
going.
won't
I got
good, and came back.
I know I named like 11 already.
No, you didn't. But that's beside the point.
Green Bay, San Francisco.
I mean, I feel like
Still
that's
going.
Green Bay
Seattle.
is Josh Jacobs.
The Rams.
He already said
Minnesota.
Seattle. He already said the Rams. San
Minnesota.
Fran
I'm
definitely.
still going.
Yes.
Cincinnati.
We already said that.
Minnesota.
You named the first like four
Chicago.
teams
I didn't say Chicago yet. Detroit. I'm still going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Chicago.
Yes.
Rome Odunze, Luther Burton, DeAndre Swift, Colston Loveland, and Kyle Manunga
Yes.
are better than DK, Michael Pittman. Like,
yes. Your running backs ain't that heavy either.
The running backs are the same level. If we being honest, I have 1,000-yard rusher and 1,000 all-purpose yards. You have 1,000-yard rusher, and the guy that gave you what? I think Kyle Manunga got put up like what 600-700 yards, I believe.
Yeah,
something like that.
Something like
that. He was very serviceable for a rookie, especially in a somewhat pass-heavy offense. But you didn't
say you still ain't said my what's the tight end out there? You ain't say my top weapon yet.
Colston Loveland?
Yes, sir. You ain't said my top weapon yet.
That's your top weapon was a rookie last year? That's the top weapon?
Sorry. I apologize for
he put up what? He put up what? 600 yards?
I apologize for drafting well.
I guess that's a good draft pick.
But I know I got to 16 by now. And then I bring up teams where some people might not agree. Some people, the Jets got a good offensive lineup. Now they don't play good, but they got talent.
Yeah,
I feel like at this point we're looking at talent on paper, and you're not showing it on Sunday. It don't matter.
I mean, Steelers got the Giants.
What we talking?
I can actually argue for that.
And then the same, I think they about even.
Yeah, because the Giants is heavy defense. So yeah. We got Malik, but we don't know what Malik we got. With his
and he ended. So I'm going with the Steelers there, but the Jets like Wilson, and then you got on the running back.
See, Garrett Wilson, a rookie that ain't touched the field yet. A tight end that ain't touched the field. Tight end rookie that ain't touched the field yet.
And he just had surgery too, I think.
You got Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall, the only two proven commodities of their offense, and they're better.
They Pro Bowlers. They Pro Bowlers all pro. Like
DK's been a Pro Bowler. Has been a Pro Bowler.
I think Pitt has too.
What are we talking about?
I ain't saying that I agree that the Jets beat y'all,
these are the things.
That the Jets
These are the comparison teams. These are teams that you can argue against.
Yeah,
but I got to name about 14 teams that we are on the same page about, I believe. We
So,
stuck between about 4 to 5 teams we arguing, but I believe I named off 12 for sure. I named off at least 12 teams that I think all three of us unanimously agree with as far as talent.
with that being said, Mr. Myron, I'm gonna say top 18 for you. I got you top 18.
Man,
Top
he puts
18.
me up one more. He puts me up one more.
We
He
were just
he
talking
still
top
put me in
half
the
and
bottom
bottom half.
half.
Yeah, we
Still
talking
put me in
top
the
half,
bottom
bottom
half.
half.
It's all right. It's all right.
You got to prove us wrong, Mr. Myron. So, speaking of people that may prove people wrong, the NFL just dropped their top 100. Not all of them, but the 191, the first 10. Do y'all got any agreements, disagreements with the list in particular? Do you need to say the
Mark,
list, or you already know
Denver, forgot them.
Oh, see.
They got Jalen Waddle now. You got Jalen Waddle,
They just
Cortland
got Jalen
Sutton.
Waddle.
Do y'all know who's on the top 100 list, or y'all need to say the people on the list?
Well,
I mean, you
got
can
the
say the
list.
people. You can say the people on the list,
Yeah,
but
you
I mean,
earn
I
your
watched it.
So,
Earn your check.
100, Cam Jordan, 99, Nelson.
Respectfully,
That's high.
he should have
that's
been
my fault.
higher.
That's low. That's
He
low.
should have been
Right.
higher. I don't know why
Bryce,
Quentin Nelson is that low.
Young, 98.
Respect.
Ernest Johnson, 97.
Ernest Jones, and he should have been higher.
Oh, I said Johnson.
Ernest coming off that season.
Travis Etienne, 96.
His
Marco
age.
Davis, 95.
Travis H.
Creed Humphrey, 94.
Should have been higher.
Carson Swissenger, 93.
Shout out,
respectful. Shout out, say yeah, congrats to him.
Whew.
Al Shahir. Just say Al Shahir.
Yeah.
Aziz Al Shire.
Yeah. Y'all know which ones I'm on. Yeah. All them Z's, yeah. All right. 92. Montez Sweat.
I feel like he should have been a little bit higher.
Off that season, probably, yeah. But it's
I feel like Aziz, Ernest, and Quentin Nelson should have been higher. But
I think
all
Quentin,
in all, congrats to everybody that got this type of recognition from their peers.
Quentin, Ernest, and Creed should have been higher.
Oh yeah, Creed was like 94. Yeah, Creed should have been higher.
Yeah.
Creed is arguably the best center in the game right now.
And Quentin Nelson's arguably one of the best guards.
Best guards in the game. Like, yeah, I'm with you. But shout out to the really name from those 9. Shout out to Bryce Young. Like,
yeah,
you
shout out Bryce
100.
Young. You did it. They're giving you your recognition.
And Mr. KD, that's why I'm about to go ham on. I was like, how's Quentin Nelson 99 and Bryce Young 98? I'm saying that to say this. He's way better at his position than Bryce Young. I know quarterbacks matter, but there's no way he should be behind Bryce Young.
It's about what you
I'm saying, really, and I'm going to speak for me personally, and I believe we all on the same page. I don't know Quentin Nelson. I don't know what season Quentin Nelson is coming off of right now. I'm really judging off of just who Quentin Nelson is as a player. He might have had a bad season, to be honest with you. I don't know.
But played every game, 1,000 snaps.
Quentin Nelson got, I believe,
only allowed 15 quarterback pressures the whole season.
Oh, well,
man,
that's
Quentin Nelson's a unit.
Typical Q.
That is a unit.
Oh, Mr. KD. And allowed 1 sack all season.
I said 1 sack all season. I believe he only allowed either 2 or 3 in his career.
This is my thing. If you got him at 99, I'm watching these guards. Every guard you name from this point forward, I'm looking at.
That's what I'm saying. There's no way that he's in the
that
bottom.
That mean that they got Trey Smith somewhere high like they did the year before. He was at like 60-something.
You better not have over 3 more guards on this list. If Quentin Nelson,
they're gonna have Quinn Miernes, Trey Smith, of course Chris Lindstrom.
They shouldn't be too far off to me. Lindstrom and Nelson should always be in the same.
Lindstrom and Nelson should be virtually side by side.
But KD and Mr. my overall point is you're better than the last 2 out of the top 100 as the last 2. Like, as you should be easy in the 70s.
Not just off the players, off the season. It's not just off the player.
But I'm saying the player that you are, and I just told y'all that he had 17 games and allowed 1 sack all season. There's no way you can tell me he's not a top 60, top 70 player. Like, if he was in the
telling you he's not. I would think he's a top 10 player if you're being honest.
The NFL is. We didn't tell you that. They told you that.
I would tell you he's a top 10 player.
Position and how much the position matters. But at the same time, like, we're going to name a lot of people throughout this offseason who he's better than, just like he's a better football player. So that's him, Creed Humphreys, Humphrey, like I believe them two is the main two ones that I believe that should be moved up way ahead of
Now,
what they got them at.
Ernest Jones should have been
Definitely.
higher. He
Coming
should
off that
not have
season,
had his
oh
name
my
said
God.
yet. I believe he had like 107 tackles, led all linebackers and interceptions, and
I got, I got you, Mr. Murray. 15 games played, 126 tackles, 7 pass deflects, and 5 interceptions.
This the only thing, Amar. This the only thing that I because I seen the habit and I've been
Oh,
watching
and
this
he
every
got
year.
Super Bowl ring.
I've been watching this every year. When it's your debut, you usually end up on that lower end. That's why I really don't understand why Quentin Nelson is this low. But when it's
he's
your
been
debut,
steadily dropping. I'm about to say if you've kept up with it, he's been steadily dropping each year, and I don't
they
understand why.
disrespecting him. They disrespect him. But hey. But Ernest Jones, to the point we were talking about, phenomenal season. Swassinger too. But of course he's a rookie.
But I would
So
say this is his debut. I mean, we do have some rookies later on. I'm not gonna spoil it, but they posted theirs and they're a little bit
well, look at
higher.
it. Hey, let's give a shout out to the old heads that made it again, though.
Cam Jordan at 100.
Cam Jordan, Demario Davis, Tez right on the brink. I don't know if he's an old head yet. He right on the
Monte
brink.
is probably like 27, 28.
Yeah, but he right there. He right there on the. You about to be old head. But nah, Cam Jordan and Demario Davis for sure.
Still
To
getting it
walk
done at a
around,
high level.
say I'm still top 100 in this thing. Yeah.
Talking
And
about, I
to
believe
your point, Tez, he played all 17 games, and he had 10 sacks, and 3 forced fumbles.
Yeah. Where you at, Sam Darnold? Where we going?
Yes, sir. That's what it is. Sam Donald said that he was disappointed with his Super Bowl performance. The question I'm asking today is Sam Donald closer to Eli Manning or Trent Dilfer? It's on you, Mr. Mr. Amari.
it's gonna sound like it is a disrespectful question, but you actually look at a true Hall of Fame calculator. He's closer to Trent Dilfer right now, but honestly, if given more time, Sam Darnold could easily close that gap between him and Eli. I think the biggest hump that he would have to get over is the fact that he has to get to another Super Bowl and win.
Can we stop?
What?
Where was Trent Dilfer drafted?
You said what? It was the 6th overall pick for the Tampa Bay Bucks.
And where was Sam drafted?
3.
I think he was number 1, wasn't he?
No,
he
it was
3. 1, wasn't he? He won 1?
No, it was 3.
Oh, he was 3? I thought it was 1.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's a little closer than I thought. I thought he was the 1.
But even again, there's like I just feel like I mean, of course, this is coming from he came up back-to-back 14-win seasons and such and such. Trent Dilfer has literally, obviously, he has no chance of getting into the Hall of Fame. It's not happening.
No, we ain't going that far. We can't go Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame?
No, I'm with you. Trent not going. I'm saying, but when we talk about Sam, we can't start comparing him to if he's going to make the Hall of Fame or not. He just got his career right.
That's my point. Is the fact that he's this far in his career and he's like you said, he's just getting it right. He has years to still recover and get closer to Eli and bridge that gap.
I was with the Jets. That ain't my fault.
He's right. It's not his fault. He was with the Jets. Then he was on the Panthers. It's not. There was really nothing he could do.
He gained a little motion with the Panthers.
He gained motion for a few games.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. My man, what's his name? Kevin needed.
I was about to say Dave Canales.
Nah, that's all Kevin needed to see. Nah, we talking about the real gurus.
But it's like he got a few more years to bridge that gap between him and Eli. I feel like the biggest thing is him having to get to that second Super Bowl and win. If he's able to do that, I feel like he closes that gap almost instantly. If he's able to do that,
he wins another ring.
If he wins another ring,
it's the Eli gap.
Yeah, Eli got.
I'm about to say if he wins another ring,
he won that one ring, and Trent. I believe Sam Darnold's percentage was like 5%. Trent Dilfer's was 0, so it didn't matter. I have a better chance already. But Eli,
Sam played more of a role. Not my fault if I'm cutting you off, but Sam played way bigger of a role than Trent Dilfer. So that's why I think it's a little disrespectful.
And I say this because both of them was heavily carried by defensive teams,
No,
And
and
that's why they kind of carry them the same. And I don't see the reason why they're carrying them the same because I mean, like he said, Sam Darnold played way more of a role,
and this
but the
thing. So
defense has backed both of them.
like I said, Eli was the number 1 draft pick. I said Sam Difford. Trent Difford was the number 6 draft pick. Both on first round. Like to be number 6 draft pick as a quarterback or any player means you're an upper echelon player. By the time he was 29,
Isaiah Simmons was number 8.
Sam Donald. He played 1, 2, 3. He played for 3 teams. He had a Super Bowl ring. Sam
Daniel
Donald
Jones
played.
was number 8.
Now Sam Donald has played for 5 teams, 1 Super Bowl ring. So it's not that disrespectful when you look at the trajectory of where Sam Donald was at 18 months ago. Like we not.
Sam Darnold is coming off back-to-back 14-win seasons. Now I want to see you. I want to see you give all the credit to the defense 2 different times in 2 different situations, and also Sam Darnold, what he was able to do on the field as far as on the offensive side of the ball, he is way more of a contributor than Trent Dilfer was ever responsible for. So, no.
So when he won the championship with Baltimore in Tampa, he was 7-3, and then the next year with Baltimore, he was 7-1. So that's a similar ratio. So
They
you
were
saying
literally telling him how many times was he throwing the ball?
how many? Hold on! Don't act like Sam Donald was out there just launching the ball.
Pull the numbers up. Pull the
He
stats up.
was throwing the
Pull
ball
the
like
stats up.
24 to 30 times a game.
On the ball as a
Pull the stats up.
Mr. KD, you gotta look at his percentage of
Look
if
at
you
Jay-
were on the ball.
Look at JSN's routes. Look at JSN's yards per route.
But you can't just say, "Oh, how much you were throwing the ball." If we were throwing the ball 25 times and you threw the ball 18 times, and now in this era we throw the ball 30 times and you were throwing it 20 times.
I don't care about none of that. The man had 4,000 yards. That's something, right? That's a feat, right?
Who you talking about, Sam Donald?
Right.
Okay.
Back-to-back seasons too, because he had 4,300 in Minnesota. But 4,048 yards, 25 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Interceptions is high, of course, but that's really off of like 2 games where he just was horrible.
Rams games.
His journeyman mode. Because this is the thing. As we sit here and say this, I'm not saying either one is right or wrong. As we say this, he regressed to Geno Smith status, which can happen. I'm not saying it will happen. Or he just regressed to Sam Darnold status, where he was before he went to Minnesota, and he regressed back to that same player. Everybody would say he's more Trent Difford than Eli Manning. Now, to Mr. Amari's point, you get another ring, this conversation over with. And then everything I'm saying means nothing. But right now, he don't have that ring. That's why I'm asking that question. Because I believe without the rings, Eli Manning, that is, he's not in the Hall of Fame conversation. But with them rings and that last name, he's definitely a Hall of Famer.
You got a 63% chance to get in.
And what I know is
Eli.
Yeah, he got the rings. Yeah, and that's about 70. That's about 60% of the chance he got.
What I know is we got
all right.
Not to be that. No sir.
No sir. We're gonna get to our Hall and all. We're gonna start here. I let y'all know the players. Y'all let me know if they're in a Hall of Fame or not. If their career was to end right now. Starting with Lane Johnson.
Hall of Fame. Yeah, Lane in there.
6-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, 2-time Super Bowl, 13 years. I think that was the easy one, so I knew everybody would say it for him. All right. Tyreek Hill.
Hall.
All right. Both of y'all said Hall pretty quickly. 8-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro, 1-time champion, 10 years, 11,000 yards reception, 11,300 yards, 83 touchdowns. Also have 4 punt returns for a touchdown and a kick return.
I was just about to ask you, don't forget those. That's why I started at. Don't forget them special teams touchdowns.
Nah. He's definitely a Hall of Fame. And he played a part of that.
Got it off the mud?
He played a part of that Chiefs dynasty. So that's going to also make it even better. And this
running back came in as a running back. They made him a receiver.
This somebody because you brought him up. to me personally, Mr. Myron. So this got me to thinking, if he was to retire today, because you believe he on his way out anyway, would he be a Hall of Famer? Joey
Wilson?
Bosa.
No.
What you got,
Let's
Mr.
take KD's silence for a no.
Yeah, probably not.
Joey Bosa missed so much time. I think you
yeah.
can get 2 full seasons of missed time that Joey Bosa got.
5-time
That's what broke the tie for me. The injuries lately the injury. So, but if I thought, yeah, it was a little teeter-totter, but nah.
Yeah, 10 years, 5-time Pro Bowler, Defensive Rookie of the Year, 77 sacks, 372 tackles.
Yeah,
Don't change that for y'all.
I feel like as a defensive lineman, you got to get to that 100. You got to, well, especially as an edge, you have to get to that 100 sack mark.
All right. This is the one I'm real curious to hear what y'all got to say about this one. Saquon Barkley.
No, not right now.
I say I don't know. I mean, offensive rookie of the year, offensive player of the year, 2,000-yard season, Super Bowl.
But really, the only reason it's no for me is because we're really going off of 2 real seasons right now. Like, he only had 2 phenomenal seasons. Well, I ain't
his rookie year and in that year. It's the 2 best years of your career that you got.
Hey, Mr. KD, I forgot it was me and you was somewhere, and this was he was in college. He was playing against the team that looked like the Steelers.
You returned that kickoff.
No, Iowa. I think the Buckeyes. They got the black and yellow like the Steelers.
That's the Hawkeyes.
The Hawkeyes. That's who it is. When I seen his feet, I said, "This is probably some of the best feet I ever seen since Barry Sanders." Like when I watched them, that was the first time I ever got introduced to him. That day we went somewhere. I seen him on the TV. I say that to say this: I don't think he's a Hall of Fame now, and I don't know if he even get in unless he do something for the next 3 years that's gonna carry him that way. We got a 3-time Pro Bowler, 8-year, 83,000 yards, 55 touchdowns.
80 what? Oh, you mean 8,300?
83,000. Boy.
8,300.
I ain't know the Giants was feeding you like that.
2,600 yards reception, 16 touchdowns, and he also got a Super Bowl. I think the worst thing that ever happened to Saquon was him going to the Giants. Like,
well, you couldn't.
No, because that got him that market got him the eyes on him. The worst thing that happened to him was he hurt.
He got Hall of Fame because he was behind a horrid line. Eli that was washed up that should have been out the league 2 years earlier. Then a Daniel Jones, nobody around him, and then they let him go for nothing. And then he goes to the rival when the Super. Like if he could have went to if he played with the Eagles for real. Eagles.
His biggest downfall was him in the injuries.
I'm just saying.
If he didn't get hurt, the numbers would still be the numbers. So that's really what hurt.
But he got hurt because of what he was playing behind. How much can he take?
I feel like you got hurt because after Odell kind of got figured out, you don't have a receiving threat. Odell had a bad year, and it was giving Saquon the ball and running him to death. The very next season, he got hurt.
And passing him to death. He was the whole offense.
He did throw a pass.
I think, man, he may get in, but as far as his talent and where he's supposed to be, Saquon, that is, we supposed to be looking at 1,200 yards rushing. I mean, not 1,200, 12,000, 10,000 yards rushing, 5,000 yards receiving. He's supposed to, because he missed basically like 2.5 seasons playing with the Giants. All them years hurt, missed 6 games here, missed 8 games
what
here.
What happened last year then? If you talk about the years he missed, what happened in the year he played?
Sound like they let him go for a good reason. You won't hear.
What about the year he played?
Because of them. You said
he
what?
just played a whole season with Philly. What about that year?
He got 1,003 yards.
Yeah, he had a bad season this year. I'm not gonna knock that. But even with that being said, if with that being said, he had a bad season this year. He had a 2,000 season and went to the Super Bowl with Philly, whatever. So you mix that out. You talking about 3,000 yards in 2 seasons. That's a 1,500 yard average. Like even with a bad season, that's bad season versus good season. That's what happened when you in a functional offense or a functional franchise. When he was with the Giants, it'll be 1,300 yards one year, 600 yards the next year. Like that was the problem. And most of the time he was missing games because he was getting hit 3 yards behind the backfield. And we seeing the same thing this year somewhat with Philly. He was getting hit behind the backfield. He was getting the ball. He was
So you
already
got a better. So you went to a team with a better offensive line, and then you ran for 2,000, and then the very next season you look like Saquon on the Giants again.
Nah, I look like our line has got worse, and you see the
he's dependent. He's dependent.
yeah,
Sounds like most running
skill
backs.
players are dependent players. Running back, tight ends, and wide receivers are dependent players. They're dependent. Yeah, it don't matter how good you run a route if I can't throw the ball to you. But with that being said, I think this is gonna be an easy one right here. Trent Williams.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, he's Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
He was Hall of Fame leaving Washington.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say that, Mr. Meyer. He the only one who stood on business. Like, I'm gonna sit out and then come back and still have a Hall of Fame career after I sit out. Like, he sat out. I'm not playing with y'all. Washington, that was, and then went to San Fran. 15 season, 12-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All Pro. Only thing he missing is a ring. That's it. But a person that played alongside with him, not on the offensive line, but on the team, Fred Warner. Is he a Hall of Famer right now if he was to retire?
That's the best one you said so far.
Yeah, honestly, that's the trickiest one. I feel like he just don't have no hardware, and I feel like that'll keep him out. He don't have no piece of hardware.
Yeah, that linebacker position, that ring matters because
he don't have a ring. He don't have a defensive player of the year. He don't have a defensive rookie of the year. I think he has all pros. He has Pro Bowls, but he has no hardware. So
that's what I meant, not ring. Hardware. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, that hardware.
I don't think he gets in because he has nothing to his name aside from being an All Pro and a Pro Bowler.
And he got some injuries too. Yeah, he probably won't make it if he in right now. But I still think he'll get in eventually because
he's definitely. If his career stays on the trajectory that it is, he's going to be in that Hall of Fame, no doubt.
All right, 8-year player, 4-time Pro Bowler, 4-time All Pro, 948 tackles, 10 sacks. That's where he stands at right now. So that's over 100 tackles per season average.
Sounds about right. He a beast.
I think the only reason he's not in the Hall of Fame, to both of y'all point, if he had a ring right now, Hall of Fame.
If he had a ring, if he had a defensive player of the year, if he had any kind of hardware to his name, he could be in candidacy for it.
And the last person is also a defensive player, and I didn't know that his stats look like this when I brought his name up, but I'm gonna bring it up. Roquan Smith.
Roquan got some. I ain't gonna lie. Roquan put up some numbers. He a tackling machine too.
Roquan is, about to say,
but he's another one. I don't think he has any hardware to his name.
Him and Fred Warner might be the same player.
Yeah, him and Fred Warner, honestly, in my opinion, would be the same player.
But as far as playing the linebacker position, their careers, it's very similar as far as what they've been able to do, but they haven't been able to do.
I think Roquan has more tackles, obviously, because he's been in the league longer, but
he's been healthier. I still don't think. Fred got a little coverage to him.
Fred can't. Fred more safety linebacker than anything.
Yeah, he got a hybrid.
And Mr. Marvin, they've been in the league the same as that time.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know Fred was a late round pick.
Injuries.
Fred was like a third rounder though. So yeah,
I've seen Roquan more than Fred. Yeah, that's why.
That's exactly what it is.
And
but no, I would say no.
Yeah, not same as Fred. Basically, it's the same debate. I think they will make it, but if we're talking for the sense of this topic or for the sense of this segment right now, no.
And I get what y'all saying that it's a mirror match because Fred had four Pro Bowls. He got four Pro Bowls. Fred got 4 All Pros. He have 3 All Pros. but this is where the separation starts a little bit.
Playing Chicago.
1,100 tackles,
But then
21 sacks.
You playing in
Wow,
Chicago.
Fred Warner had 900, 950 basically, and 10 sacks.
like I
He
told
got
you, the
the
interception.
sack. He
The
got
To that
about
interceptions
point,
is separate
I'm
for
about to
Fred
say the
Warner's case.
interceptions is is the main thing. But to your point about the tackles, Roquan played in Chicago, and I'm on the field a whole lot. But he also played in the era where Khalil Mack was there, so he got off the field early. So it's like it was
No,
a
he
bit of
didn't.
an in between.
Not
Oh no, because
necessarily.
that was Danny Trevathan and was it Brandon
You can,
Marshall
hey,
or was
hey,
it?
Mark, you can get off the field early. I mean, quick, but Mitchell Trubisky gonna put you right back on there.
Yeah, that's
Go
true.
get back right on the field. Here you go.
So
Interception.
it's like he was on the field a lot more than Fred. Fred, I mean, that 49ers defense ain't never really
And
been no slouch since he
I
been
think
there.
health. I'm gonna say health is really.
Health is a I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think he's had a
He had
season-ending
one,
injury
right?
aside from last
He had
year.
one. Yeah, he
Yeah,
had
that was
one.
with his leg, or his meniscus. But I think that's the only one. Other than that, I think it was like he had like a shoulder injury a couple times, and that probably sidelined him for a few weeks, but nothing truly major.
Another player that I wanted coming out of the draft previously,
Roquan or Fred,
No, Roquan.
he would have helped
all
our
right,
run defense tremendously.
Would help
all right.
everything.
So,
He's a volume changer for defense.
Mr. Murray, I want to know who you got for your top 4 number 4s, meaning people that were the number 4
Dang,
in
we're still on
NFL
number
history.
3.
Yeah, he made these long. He made these questions long. These segues, but even I got Brett Favre, Adam Vinatieri,
Of course.
Steven Hauschka, and because I don't want to say the other one, I'm gonna say Dak Prescott.
Ooh, go ahead, Mr. KD. Oh, I figured the other one got something to do with your team or something.
Nah,
I don't know who
nah.
the other
Man,
one is.
we ain't had no number 4s.
Oh, who you got? The same people?
I mean, I got a number 4 on
I
my
got
team,
3
but
of the
I
same
ain't.
4. I got Vinatieri, Brett. I think
You got
Vinatieri and Brett is on everybody's list.
you got Derek Carr.
No. I got Dak Prescott. So we got 3 of the 4. And I went back to kicker. I got Jason Hanson.
Ah, that's a good one.
Mm.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's good.
Honorable mention: Derek Carr, DK Metcalf.
Oh, you ain't want to say
Watson.
what? That's who it was.
Yeah,
And say
Deshaun
DK
Watson.
Metcalf, Deshaun Watson, and Derek Carr.
I just realized I got this. Well, I think I got the same as all of y'all. I got Brett Favre, Dak, Adventure Henson. The only one I threw Captain Comeback in there, Jim Harbaugh, because I remember.
He was my 5th.
You threw 4 picks.
You said what?
The record.
No, that's his career. I mean, no, his season. That boy was efficient.
Oh, all right. So I'm gonna get to that topic, Mr. KD. I mean,
Why
Mr.
Dak make it? That's like Dak make all our lists, and I'm kind of pissed about that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I don't see.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Yeah.
you could have easily took Deshaun Watson or Derek Carr.
Nah, not over Dak.
All right.
So who's your the best 4 fourth round draft picks of all time in your eyes, Mr. Amari?
Hold on. Ain't gonna lie, you got me right here. Okay. Gotta get some respect. Steve Largent,
For sure.
John Stallworth, Charles Haley, Jared Allen, and honorable mention, just because he's an all-purpose guy, Darren Sproles.
Screw him. I got Charles Haley for sure, like with you. Jared Allen for sure. Steve Largent is the number 1. Steve Largent is the number 1.
Steve Largent, yes.
And then 4th, I'm gonna throw some Cincinnati in there, of course. Geno Atkins.
Of course.
Of course.
And I really think y'all just trying to beat around the bush and not try to give my man credit. Andre Reed.
Yeah, he was up there.
You can't support
He
the
was
losers.
all
We
over
don't
that.
support losers on this podcast.
I just want to know how you made 4 straight. That's all I want to know. How you made 4 straight and ain't got no.
You know,
Hold
the fact
on.
that was a part of his description. When I had looked it up, that was a part of his description. A part of this Bills team that made 4 straight Super Bowls, but was never victorious. That
Yeah.
was the first line of your description. Not describing you, not saying how good of a player you were, but the fact that you were just a part of a losing team in the Super Bowl
Who
for
is he
going
knocking
straight
off though?
rings.
Like let's be real for a
Getting to
second.
the
Who is
Super
he
Bowl
knocking off?
is a losing team. Getting to the Super Bowl is
That's
a
nice.
second place
That's
team.
nice. But
Getting
if
there
you
to be
take
the
your
first
bias
loser does
away,
not make you a good team.
if you take your bias away, who is he really knocking off? Is he knocking off Charles Haley? No.
Nope.
What?
Is he
Rings.
knocking off Steve Largent? No.
No.
I
Is he
see. Like,
knocking off Jared Allen? No.
Not in
yes,
my opinion.
yes. What Jared Allen got?
Jared,
Jared Allen got a Super Bowls.
No, he
Jared
don't.
Allen got
Well, you
Jared
know what?
Allen got
But
You know
132
what?
who
sacks.
Jared Allen is
I'll
at
let
his position.
if Jared Allen, I'll argue that one, and I get why you would side with him over. Okay, I can argue that one.
I can
With the
see it,
body,
but it's
that's what I'm saying. Like Jared Allen is a top
I can argue
15
that one.
defensive end,
I can argue that
and
one.
Andre Reed top 15. So I had Jared Allen, Steve Lodge, and Andre Reed. I threw Archie Manning in there just for nostalgia, but I'm surprised
That was
nobody
what
said this person. Well, Max Crosby.
Max
Still
Crosby. I
young.
mean, how am I gonna put you how am I gonna put you amongst the greatest fourth rounders and you still
I
playing?
just thought that somebody would have said him between the two of y'all. I just thought I would have heard him.
Still young.
And for honorable mention,
Young grasshopper got a lot left.
Nah, the Condor does
Mr.
not
KD
get
said
mentioned
he's
just yet.
making the list. We got to throw Dak in there. Just honorable mention. Just good.
No,
I
I
dang
just
sure won't
talked
say him
about you.
twice. I won't
I
say him
just
twice.
talked about you.
We got to throw Dak in there, man.
No,
I
we
won't say
don't.
him twice.
So let's get to our more NBA news from Mr. KD. We're gonna do a draft recap. Again, it don't have to be a full draft recap, but what I really do want is the grades for our team, and the teams being Indiana and the Denver Nuggets. So, what's your grades for that, and what's your thoughts about the draft overall before we get to the next topic?
Side note: as we do this, I think you gonna have to pick a team eventually. Like you gonna have to pick a basketball team. The pressure's on you at this point.
All right, go ahead.
But my Nuggets, we didn't do much of a now move. We're in a financial spot where we can't invest that much into our now move. So our draft grade probably is a C or C minus or lower.
I mean, I'm in the
We
same
traded
boat.
the best player we drafted. We traded, and now we don't own his rights no more. So
Who y'all traded?
who's the first round pick? See,
What,
that's what I
Trayvon?
never locked into the kid. We drafted
Was
the
it
first
Trayvon?
kid. What's his last name? I only know him by his last name.
Brazil.
Yeah, Trayvon Brazil. Yeah, yep. Out of
Oh,
what?
I-
Arizona? Was that Arizona? Where was he at?
I think, yeah, and then y'all had Bryce Hopkins.
Yeah, Bryce was later. I like that one for St. John. That was he was with Patino, right?
Yeah, don't get
I
me
think he was
lying.
Patino with St. John's. But I'm trying to find the guy name that we traded. We got Brazil. We got Bryce. I mean, we traded Brazil. We got Bryce. Who's the other? Terrace Reed. That's who it was. Terrace Reed. That was the best pick we drafted, but we ended up trading him to the Spurs. But yeah, Bryce Hopkins, what we walk away with, he's a gritty player. Of course, playing for Rick Pitino, you got to come with a certain level of character. But yeah, this draft wasn't a moment for my team this year. And I know why, because we got
Mr. Mott, before I get to you, I gave y'all way better grade than you get. I gave y'all a B plus because y'all went and got 2 forwards, and I'm looking at the need y'all had with Aaron Gordon last year and his absence due to injury and how that hampered y'all in the playoffs. Excuse me. I think that y'all did a good job by getting 2 forwards in particular. Like I think that would have done the order.
Play. This is where I'm gonna debunk your opinion. Would they play? Is my question to you.
You said what now, sir?
Would they play? Is my question.
What you mean?
Would they be part of the rotation?
Oh, will they play? That's up to your coach. Like
I'm just saying your projection.
No, I'm saying if I want to get 2 forwards, I'm saying shoot. One of them gonna be playing substantial amount of, and with the injury history of Aaron Gordon, I'm thinking that they're gonna get substantial amount of time throughout the seasons because he's been injured for the last season. So why wouldn't they get I'm talking about 10 to 12 minutes? People that can actually fill that role, that position.
No.
I ain't saying that they're gonna be able to be better than Aaron Gordon, but I'm thinking that they can step in right now and get you production consistently for a team that's needing production at the forward spot.
I don't see them being part of rotation, so I can't wait.
All right, Mr. Amari.
Now, Terrence Reed might have played. That's why I don't understand the whole trade away, but hey, it is what it is.
Nah, which I get back from what draft picks.
No, basically we swapped. We traded back because, God dang, the guy we got, Brian, we
Bryce
the first
Hopkins.
guy we drafted. No, who
You
we just
traded
said? No, Bryce was
You
late.
traded
Brian.
you traded Harris to get this guy, and then you got Brazel, and then you drafted Hopkins.
Yeah, so we traded Reed to get Brazel.
Mm-hmm.
What's your grade you got for him, Mr. Amari?
I would give him. I would give him C plus, C plus.
And what you think about your team, the Pacers? That is, what's that looking like?
I mean, our first round pick was Zubac, so I give us a B for that. And then we drafted a guy from Purdue, a guard, Braden Smith. I again, I would probably give us a C plus for that. I mean, I feel like this is definitely somebody that can get some kind of rotational minutes since Halliburton's hurt. But I mean, Summer League will definitely tell us a little bit more about him and what he can do.
Now, ain't no way Halliburton's still hurt. I done seen him outside too much now.
I mean, I
He better be
didn't see
healthy
him
by now.
outside. But the rehab process is the thing that I'm more so
Nah.
worried about. Like,
You
don't let that
outside
have any
this much.
setbacks.
If you outside this much, your rebound, your rehab process better be over with.
Yeah, I also got the Pacers with a C plus. I think to Mr. Amari point that they went and got a guard, and he's kind of a combo guard / point guard, however you want to look at it. That right now we ain't got to push Halliburton right now. He ain't got to get pushed right now, so we can have him play. So Halliburton may be on a minutes restriction coming back in. So your point, Mr. KD, yeah, I done seen him on podcasts. I done seen him doing a lot where he looked quote unquote relatively healthy. So I expect for him to be healthy. I expect for him to come in this season and pretty much be the same player that we kind of seen before he got injured, minus the beginning of the season where minutes restriction may be an effect. But come the turn of the year or Valentine's Day, All-Star game, I figured to have a full Halliburton. But with that being said, let me ask you this question, Mr. KD, because lately we've been seeing a lot of James Harden bashing, and I've been the leader of that party. But do Jalen Brunson winning the championship indict James Harden and Luka to a smaller extent? What's your thoughts about that?
For sure not Luka. Well, James was there too. But Luka made it to the finals recently, I'll say. But no, I don't think there's no connection to their careers. It's just Jalen capitalized on it. That doesn't shun the other guys. Because if you want to break it down, he's probably still, if you ranking those three players, he's probably still third. Even with the success he had in the finals. So yeah, I don't think it's connected, or you can connect it realistically.
And Mr. KD, and I think that's the whole point right there. And I'm gonna leave Luka outside of this because, to your point, I believe it was 2 seasons ago that Luka was in the finals. So we were playing Boston, right? When he was in the finals, was it Boston?
It was long. Was it 2? Nah.
I want to say it was him in Boston, but don't quote me on that. But it was about 2 seasons ago. Cause this season he was with the Lakers. Last season he got traded, and about 2 seasons ago, about 2 finals ago.
No.
Because that's when they were down to the Suns. He was like, everybody tough now. And then he came back and beat the Suns, all that. But James Harden in particular, when you say the list, Luka, James Harden, Jalen Brunson in almost every basketball people that watch sports that like basketball, he would be number 3 on the list as far as most talented, best player, XYZ, however you want to look at it. But he's the one with the ring. Now to the point, Luka isn't 30, and he went to the finals already. Carried the team. We haven't seen that from James Harden throughout his whole career, minus his OKC days when he got to the finals. We haven't seen him take his team to the final. Then not only that, I'm looking at it from the left-handed guy who's not that quick, not that fast, who doesn't jump that high. And Bronson is a more miniature status of James Harden, but he still got it done against a 7'5" giant down there. This is a clear indictment. This is another reason why I had to take James Harden on my top 5 shooting guards. I'm looking at people that's quote unquote worse than you do better than you. What is your excuse or your reason?
Different situations. Yeah, it's a different situation. The Knicks, because Jalen Brunson performed as Jalen Brunson did, but he had all those other key components. They showed up too, so different situation.
But Mr. KD, I seen him and his team go 29 straight threes, shots 29 straight threes and missed all of them, or 26 threes or something to that effect, and missed all of them. And not only that, I seen when they put him on the bench, it was Josh Smith and them came back, won a game in the playoffs. So I seen where you was the determining factor, not your team. So yeah, you saying different situations, but you had 10, 12 years of different situations and you still haven't got it done. And I ain't even saying that you should have a ring, but where's the team that you took to the finals, i.e. Luka? Because Luka didn't have the greatest players around him. Jalen Brunson didn't have the greatest players around him. But where is the team that you took to the finals?
Yeah, no argument there as far as literally, but I just personally don't connect. And it might be a James Harden bias to it, but hey, it is what it is.
All right. So, Mr. KD, let me ask you this question. The number four draft picks. Who you got in your top 10 as the number 4 all-time draft picks? Meaning they was picked at the 4th spot.
So not wearing you said the picks, right?
Yeah, they were picked at number 4.
Westbrook, C3, Chris Bosh, and I'll go for the 4th.
Say that one more time for me, buffing a little bit.
Russ, of course. That's the top one. Chris Paul, Chris Bosh, Dikembe Mutombo.
The best players wearing the number 4 in NBA history is on you, Mr. KD.
So we're going to the numbers now, the jerseys.
Yeah. I messed that one up.
Chuck first. Of course, I know he didn't wear that in his peak. I don't care. Chuck, one of my favorite players, I'm saying him. Chuck, Chris Webber, Joe Dumars, and last but not least, Adrian Dantley.
Yeah. So I had Adrian Dantley, Chris Webber, Joe Dumars, Ron Harper, Sidney Moncrief, Kenny Anderson, Ron Butler, Coach J.J. Redick, Nick Van Axel with the handles with the left hand, Antoine Jameson, got to give him respect, North Carolina that is, and Scott Skiles. I want to say he have the all-time, the most assists in one game. I think it's 20 all-time for the Orlando Magic, like 91, 92, 93, 1 in 3 years. Like, he was their lead guard. Like, yeah, people,
Chuck
he's
don't
also...
get no respect because he went to Houston War 4, right?
You said what, sir?
So Chuck don't get no respect because he wasn't in Phoenix with the 4.
Nah, you said them already, and I knew that was nah. Chuck, that's Barkley. If he was number 4,
Adrian Dantley already. I said Joe Dumars already. I said Chris Bosh already. Chris Webber. Not my fault. Chris Webber already.
I said Chris Webber. I ain't even say Chris Bosh. I didn't think about Chris Bosh.
I ain't where for. I meant to say Chris Webber.
Oh, you meant to say Chris Bosh. Okay.
I meant to say Chris Webber.
We're gonna get to our Kings and Queens Night of Champion recap. I'm gonna start with you. What's your thoughts about the Kings and Queens of the WWE?
This man that brought the guns out. He went to a wardrobe change.
So as like you said, the Kings and Queens of the ring, I'm gonna highlight those first. King Obafemi defeated Jey Uso, and but in his decision to choose a champion to challenge, he decided to forebode that and challenge Brock Lesnar to a Hell in a Cell match at SummerSlam. So that is that'll be the main point going forward, but he's no longer the ruler. He's the king now. And Queen Io Sky immediately set her eyes on Liv Morgan after defeating her at Night of Champions. And rightfully so. I mean, I beat you once, so who's to say I can't do it again? But I thought she would have ultimately challenged Rhea Ripley, who Rhea has been unable to beat her in one-on-one combat in the matches that they've had. So that her challenge at Liv kind of took me by surprise, but it was definitely well worth it. I think she's has a better chance at winning that title than honestly beating Rhea Ripley, who just got hers.
Oh no, you said what happened. You said Oba is the king. EO won Queen of the Ring. Only other highlight from Night of Champions, if we dive away from King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring, Night of Champions, the surprise of the night was Sami Zayn walking away with the World Championship, knocking off Cody, stepping over Gunther.
Being the last true good guy and becoming the newest Grand Slam champion.
Hey, Mr. KD, what you think about Sammy finally getting this title? What you think about that? And what you think this means for Cody?
If you beg and plead for the title, at some point they can give you a shot, right?
Definitely
10 times the charm.
Definitely shocked me.
10
I
times
think
the
it'll make
charm.
more sense. It'll make more sense as it goes on to see what they do with him as the champion. I don't see him holding the belt too long. I think it's a swing for another situation, but I ain't going to dive into it yet. But Brock Lesnar's around.
All right. Y'all got anything else for the Night of Champions? And another thing, I don't know if y'all know this.
Hey, whoop that trick. That boy Trick Williams, though. Hey, man.
I don't know if any of y'all caught the Great American Bash. That's just FYI. I didn't expect for y'all to catch it, but they actually had it on regular television first time ever. So
That's NXT now, ain't it?
You said what, sir?
That's NXT now, right?
Yeah. That's the only reason I watched it. Yeah, they had it on CW or whatever. I was like, okay, I'll be here for 2 hours.
Wow.
All right. With that being said, we're gonna do our cut 3, keep 5. I told you, Mr. KD, as we go along, keep 3, cut 5. I'm sorry. As we go along, it's gonna get a little more difficult. This is our Indianapolis Colts edition, all time. So
I'm keeping Andrew Luck.
That's good. I'm glad you said that because I'm gonna start with your favorite quarterback right now, Mr. Andrew Luck.
So we're not looking for Peyton. We're just gonna keep Andrew.
I'm keeping Andrew. I don't care what nobody say.
I mean, I understand. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
you're not gonna listen for Peyton.
I told my argument. If he don't agree, then that's on him. I said my argument. I'm keeping Andrew. The only reason I won't great because y'all ain't protect me.
Okay. I mean, Andrew is my favorite, so I understand.
Okay. I got this list already written out, so it doesn't change no matter who y'all pick. Number 2, Marshall Faulk.
You talking about him with the Colts, right?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
What'd you say, Mr. KD? I mean, Mr. Mari.
You said it. No.
And man, you only got 2 more keeps, so
that's cool.
All right. Number 3, Bob Sanders.
Defensive player of the year.
I love Bob. Cut. But you got one override, Amari. You can override me at any point because you let me get Andrew Luck. So
I don't know if I'm an override for Bob Sanders though. So yeah, cut.
All right. Another Point Blank Period podcast favorite, Johnny Unitas.
My keep gonna mess around and be all quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm. I'm in the back.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like. It's gonna be all QBs at this rate. I don't know if I was to wait out on somebody.
Hold on, you talking about Unitas with the Colts, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, never mind. I started thinking about Joe Namath. Never
Mm-hmm.
mind.
Not old Joe. Johnny.
If I was to keep anybody from the Colts, would it really be all QBs?
Probably, because the only one that's gonna compromise it is when you say somebody like Marvin Harrison.
That's what I'm thinking. You talking about Marvin Harrison? I mean, I would think. I don't know
Maybe
if you got
Randy
them, but
Wayne.
you talking about the Dwight Freeney's, Robert
Yeah,
Mathis.
yeah. He ain't got those names though.
He can give me like a Jonathan Taylor
She'll
or
call
somebody.
Lamar. She'll call.
Nah. I think we got. I think we look. I think we look out for somebody else.
All
You
right.
gotta give us. You gotta give us Peyton at some
You
point.
gotta
All
let
right.
1-9 go.
Number 5, Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
Gotta say, yeah. At this point, yeah, we gotta keep him. Smarv,
And Peyton. We gotta keep Peyton last.
Big Marv, and we gotta keep. We gotta get Peyton.
This one right here, I was debating. I'm gonna tell you who I said, but I'm gonna tell you who I was debating them with. And this goes to public image. Adam Vinatieri. I'm pretty sure who y'all knew I was debating who I should go with besides Adam Vinatieri.
Dude, Pat McAfee.
Oh, hold
Yeah.
on. You picked Adam over Peyton?
Yeah, it was Pat.
Pat
You
I
picked
was
Adam
McAfee.
going.
over Peyton?
You said what?
Picked Adam over Peyton?
No.
Pat
This is number
McAfee.
6. I got number 6. We on number 6 right now.
Oh, you talking about a
So
punter?
No, I'm
yeah.
saying that I was debating if I was
So
gonna go Adam Vinatieri or
do
Pat
we
McAfee.
keep? Do we keep
We keep Adam
the?
V. I think Adam Vinatieri is a Hall of
Can't
Fame.
keep. Oh
He
no, he's definitely a
is.
Hall of Fame keep, but
He's a
I
Hall of
can't keep him
Famer. He
because
got.
Peyton is still out there.
Let's say, yeah, with Peyton still being out there, or the possibility of Peyton still being out there, we can't take that chance. Cut.
Crazy thing is, I take Vinatieri over Marvin Harrison.
I would have definitely. I wasn't thinking the kicker was gonna crack the list. My bad.
Me neither. But if any kicker cracks the list,
The tuck
Adam
man.
Vinatieri has to be the guy.
I mean the tuck man.
So y'all down to y'all last 2, and you got 1 keep left.
Mm-hmm.
Pick number
One
7.
cut.
Yeah, Adrian James.
Nope.
Cut.
Bye. Cut.
You were better in Miami.
That's
You
true.
talking about the college?
No, I'm joking. EJ was a great running back. I'm joking.
And
It's
I'm
just,
gonna
I only
say
got
today,
one keep left.
with today, y'all got a perfect list. With the last pick, the sheriff himself, Peyton Manning.
Doug
Y'all
Dimmadome.
don't keep on cutting. Y'all automatically kept him. You kept Peyton, kept Andrew Luck, and Marvin Harrison. Y'all cut Marshall Faulk, Bob Sanders, Johnny U, Adam Vinatieri, and Adrian James.
Vinatieri the only one we can really.
I think this might be the best list yet. I probably would have went Marshall over Andrew Luck, but
No, I feel good about how
I
we
feel like
came out.
I'm good with what we got.
Only one
yeah,
I'm thinking about is Vinatieri, so yeah, I'm good with that. He a kicker.
the only one what?
Only one I'm feeling some way. Maybe we would have laid out differently the way it fell, but Vinatieri the only one.
Yeah. Wait,
Who you
hey,
taking
pause it.
on
Pause it real
Adam
quick.
Field?
It'll have to be Marvin.
Yeah, that's true.
What the?
Oh no, we talking about
No.
Vinatieri with the Colts. You said that, right?
Yeah, with the
Oh,
Colts.
never mind.
Hey, we about to go to. You about to.
All right. This is our great American clash. The top 7 current wrestlers in AEW, TNA, and WWE. The debate is who has the best wrestlers out of all of them. Who's the great empire right now? I'm gonna start with you, Mr. KD. Who you got for TNA?
The best wrestlers. That's
Wrestlers.
Not wrestling. Not wrestling. Wrestling.
TNA. Moose has to be my top dog. Then I got to go with the champion right now, Nick Namath, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler.
I was just about to say now, Dolph Ziggler.
Mike Santana. I like Mike Santana. I always liked him. Eric Young, an OG in the game, been around a long time. Kazarian, another OG. The Hardys. Do I get them as one or I got to separate?
No, they 2. There's 2
All right.
people. I was definitely doing it. There's 2. That's Jeff and Matt.
Okay,
I wrote them as one, like entity.
We all on the same page. The Hardys, and then Leon Slater, my last one, the young buck. I gotta throw somebody young in there.
So you had the hardest Moose, Mike Santana, and the dude formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, Mustafa Ali.
Namath.
Yeah.
Don't forget. Don't mess his name up. That's a champ.
That's why I ain't say. That's why I ain't say the new name. Cedric and Josh Alexander and Mustafa Ali.
I like Josh Alexander too. That's one that he almost made it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
about to
that's
say
what I
that's
had
who
on
I
the
got on my
TNA
list. Yeah,
bracket.
Cedric and Josh.
You got anybody on the TNA bracket, Mr. K? I mean, Mr. Amari. Sorry about that.
Yeah, like you said, I got Dolph Ziggler.
Nick
Mm-mm.
Namath.
See,
Nick
I said the
Namath.
guy formerly known as Dolph Ziggler. I ain't gonna mess his name up now.
Nick Namath. Mustafa Ali, Cedric, and Josh Alexander. The Hardys. Moose and Frankie Kazarian.
All
No
right.
Santana love between y'all two.
Nah,
I got Mike Santana.
nah, I
I
do
said
not have
Yeah,
Mike.
but
Mike
who you
Santana.
ain't have? You ain't have Moose.
I
I
had
said
Moose.
that you had
He,
Hardy, Moose, Mike Santana, and Nick Nemath.
So who? Oh, so who? Hold
he
on, I'm lost.
That was the
I don't
ones that we
think
had
I had
together.
Mustafa
That we
Ali.
had
I don't
both.
know if he had Mustafa Ali,
Mustafa,
and I don't think you
Josh,
did.
and Cedric Alexander is the ones we didn't have
Oh, so
together.
you ain't have Eric Young or
No,
No.
I
Kazarian.
didn't have Eric Young. I don't think neither one of us did.
So
All right.
let's
So
go to AEW. Who you got, Mr. KD?
Kenny Omega, top dog to me. MJF, Swerve Strickland, John
Swerve
Moxley,
Strickland.
John
Mhm.
Moxley, Hangman, Adam Page, Samoa Joe, one of my favorites. And I'm gonna show some love to the ladies, Mercedes Monet, and everybody knows her formerly known name, Sasha Banks, the boss. Aye, aye.
Hey, Mr. KD. I was right there with you with Sasha Banks, Mercedes Monet. I was right there. I had Kenny, I had John, I had MJF. But I'm a person that's a sticker for nostalgia. I had to go to the old school with
Jericho.
Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. I had to go old school a little bit. I had to go old school.
It was
But
honorable mention.
Mark Briscoe and Darby Allen, that was the other names that I had on my list.
That'd be a good one.
MJF, John Moxley, Will Ospreay, Swerve Strickland, Chris Jericho.
Yeah,
Mm,
he's an honorable
you
mention.
got to give respect. Yeah, yeah.
I say Chris Jericho, Adam Copeland, and Willow Nightingale.
Over Mercedes?
And
We
Mercedes
ain't,
was holding
none
so
of us
much
said
gold, she looked
none
like
of
a
us said
rocket at one
Tony
time.
Storm, but she probably the best one out of all of
Oh,
them. To be honest,
I
Tony
almost
Storm.
forgot. Yeah, Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega. I forgot about it.
Oh yeah, you gotta see Kenny.
Yeah, yeah. You got to have Kenny. He is AEW.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
So
if
he
we go
is.
by
He's definitely
roster, Daniel Bryan on their roster still. So
Brian Danielson.
Brian Danielson, correct? Yeah, correct.
all right
Bobby
now.
Lashley,
Oh, and Samoa Joe. Yeah, I don't know. AEW might have it.
Bobby
Now to the
Lashley.
Evil Empire, Mr. KD, the WWE. Who's your top seven?
It's a big.
But
Well, not the
this
big
is
dog.
gonna be the names. So if we're going off names, of course WWE always wins. But if we really breaking it down to wrestling, then we got to debate. But WWE, Roman Reigns, of course. Yeah, OTC. Seth Rollins, of course.
Burn it down.
Cody Rhodes, of course. Randy Orton, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Gunther right now, he's the hottest. Oba, no, my fault. Oba is the hottest right now.
Oba is the hottest.
And I gotta show love to the women once again. And
Rhea.
I'm gonna go Rhea Ripley.
And I said, you got it. Rhea. It would be her and Jade Cargill and Charlotte.
Charlotte, I'm about to say
Mm.
Charlotte.
I'm glad y'all brought the females into the building because I sure didn't.
Oh, hey, Charlotte could have been. I mean, the females could have been half the list if we want to really be
Yeah,
honest.
for real, for
Yeah,
real. You talking about
when we speak
seven? I
about
can give you
wrestling,
three female. I can give you three to four
the art of
females.
wrestling, the
We
females
didn't even
taking
say
over.
Becky Lynch. We didn't even say
Yeah, I
Becky.
say the
Mm-hmm.
man.
Ms. What's his name? Liz Morgan.
Liv Morgan.
Live.
Liv. All right, so I had the same one with Roman Reigns, Cody, Obi, Oba,
Oh,
Seth, Gunther, but I had CM Punk, Braun Breaker, and LA Knight on the list also outside of the people that you
You ain't
named.
have Randy Orton on your list.
I'm about to say, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if
Oh
I'm
no,
putting
Arthur,
LA
yeah,
Knight on my list over
yeah, I
Randy
had him
Orton.
too. Yeah,
Hmm.
I
Okay.
ain't gonna lie, with WWE, I wrote down probably about 10. I had two more people I just ain't named. But go ahead,
You
Okay.
Mr.
ain't say Rey Mysterio. We got names still out there.
Yeah, I had Dom Mysterio, LA Knight, but go ahead, Mr. Omari.
You got okay. Um, Randy, Roman, Rhea. I do have Jade
The
Cargill on
odds.
my list. Yeah, I do. I did start with a bunch of R's. Uh, Cody. I'm at 4 right now.
That's another R Rose.
That's a Charlotte. I got it. Dang, it's some, got it. I definitely. I'm gonna
Hey, it's
give
a
the love to
name
the
you ain't
females.
said yet, and I think you just tripping.
What that mean? Say
He ain't
Well, I
say
did.
Steph yet.
I mean, I Seth. I was giving more love to the females since y'all was saying more to
I
dudes.
see, but you better
yeah.
keep Seth on that list.
I mean, Seth. I mean, you still ain't got a Seth, Oba, Brock. Like
Yeah,
they're
Mm.
damn, you
names.
say
I
Brock.
ain't even put Brock on
Ain't
my list.
Right.
nobody say Brock. So you talking about Seth, Oba, Brock? You still got, like you said, Ray. You can. I mean, I guess if you want to bring them into consideration, you can say the Usos. Like you could,
Drew McIntyre. You got some names you can
like
say.
you got some names you can say. It's just, but like you said earlier, it's about those are the names. You got to look at the actual wrestling
No, but what
component
I'm
of it.
saying is Seth is one of those names. You can't leave Seth
That,
off.
hey, speaking of, I should have brought it up earlier. Seth and Roman at SummerSlam.
That's a nice little. That's a nice little
That's a
comment. I
he's
think SummerSlam is selling short
SummerSlam gonna
anyway.
be hot.
You could have put that down the line, but we'll see how that turns out.
All right,
I like
so
you said Braun Breaker though. I like that.
I'm okay. I got a bigger question for y'all. Since we in this area of this podcast, who do y'all think will be the face of the WWE between Obafemi and Braun Breaker?
For the long term, Braun. For the now, of course, over.
you see Overmore as a flash in the pan.
Yeah. It's the longevity purposes of it. Braun can change his character.
You think
That's
Oba
what
just has
Over
to
can.
be the
You can't.
like how Mark Henry had to be the world's strongest man? You think Oba has to be the
There's
ruler,
only so
or
much
the
flexibility you have with Over's character. But Braun, you can move it. You can do some
you
things
can
with his
heal
character.
and babyface him?
Yeah, because he can go to the hill where
Part of
he
the
winning
vision.
off the stable or he's winning off cheating, whatever. Then he can go to the powerhouse. Then he can go to the baby face that everybody get behind. Like he has a lot of flexibility with his character. Oba has to be dominant. It's going to be hard to sell him as a underachieving baby face
And
or
so, with all that
underdog,
being said,
underdog baby face.
who is the best crop of wrestlers based off the list that we have conjured up today between TNA, AEW, WWE? Who we got?
Yeah, I'm going with the NBA.
I feel
WWE.
like yeah, I'm about to say being that like we said it's top bottom and being that the WWE is so top heavy with you got male and female talent. I mean, you have to go with like you said the NBA of this thing.
You either trying to get here or you messed up here. That's we the
I
end goal.
mean, but just because y'all have the biggest payday, don't mean y'all have the best wrestlers, though.
Mm, mm.
Know what I'm
You
saying?
made
Like
When I look
AEW.
at your lineup, if you I gotta hold it. If I'm being honest, if you used to be with the WWE, I gotta hold you with a little curve. It's an asterisk beside your name.
Why?
it's
Like
like because did you
guys
leave
like
or were you
Omega,
fired?
guys like Omega and MJF, of course, or Hangman, of course. But if I'm looking at the list, the rest of y'all ain't making here. That's why y'all somewhere
No,
else.
it ain't we ain't making it. We started here, but we went somewhere better.
It won't
Like
better. It might have been a better opportunity, but it
if
won't
I
be
was
better.
making 1.5 here and I'm making
They
a
wrote
million
better.
over
They
I
there,
was
wrote
about to
better
say, it was a
storylines
better
for you.
opportunity, maybe, but it won't better.
They wrote better storylines for you.
then better storylines, better opportunity. What makes it not better?
Because you couldn't break through the roof to get up here with the names that we named. You couldn't break the roof to get to the Romans and the
But
Seths and the Codys and the hey.
it's only 10 spots. I can break through the roof to get there, but it's only 10 spots. I.e. Chris Jericho.
And
I did that.
you can go to that lesser league and you'll be top 10, but you're not top 10 over here in the big boy league.
But Chris Jericho was top tier in the big boy league.
Chris Jericho is how old? Like what?
But my
this,
point is
this
now
ain't Chris Jericho's
he ain't
prime.
he
The
ain't
fact
top
that Chris Jericho still makes your controversial top 10 at his age now tells me a lot.
but he's not the top dog over there now.
No, he's not. I said top 10. The way that he's, and I ain't even have him in my top. But I'm saying the fact that he's arguably in the top 10 at this point in his career, that goes to show my has-beens, and I love Jericho. Hall of Famer,
Uh,
one of the greatest ever. But my has been is a top
so
10
hard if he was just in the
Honestly,
WWE.
yeah.
Now
To
they're
be
doing
honest,
really
actually,
has been.
to your statement about even though I wouldn't have put it on Chris Jericho, I would have put that on Christian. Christian has been in each one of these companies.
His
You have
best run
not
was
been,
probably
you,
TNA.
you have not been a top dog besides TNA.
Lashley been in all of them too, though.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah,
say, he's in AEW right now. He was a top dog
Lashley
in WWE.
He
Oh,
was a top dog in
Samoa Joe
WWE,
been in all of them.
and Samoa Joe been a top dog in all three.
And that's what I'm saying. But Samoa Joe can out wrestle. He's a better wrestler than 99%. He was in NXT. He was in WWE. He was in all that. Still getting over.
What were
It,
you
that,
about to
it
Samoa
say?
ain't
Joe,
so
He a
he's
better
gonna get
Samoa
wrestler than
Joe,
99% of what?
Samoa Joe is too raw and uncut for WWE. I think
No, finish your statement if I can hear how foolish it sounds. Samoa
he's a
Joe is
better
he's
wrestler
better
than
than
99% of
99% of all wrestlers in any company. Samoa Joe, that is. Maybe the
99%.
better.
No.
What? He's not a 1%er. Oh, no, you crazy.
We got
Samoa Joe.
about this is a 21 man list. We got probably 10 names better than him wrestling.
And that's just 10 names, but think about all the wrestlers in all these
The
companies
crazy
that,
thing is, 7, 8 of them probably WWE, which further less proves my point.
and they all better than Samoa Joe.
Wrestling, yeah,
So Roman Reigns is a better wrestler than Samoa Joe.
maybe not.
technically no, but
Uh, uh, uh,
Seth
I feel like
Rollins, yeah.
I feel like he put on a better show. Seth Rollins is a
Cody
better
Rhodes,
wrestler.
I
yeah.
don't know if Seth better, but Seth is about equivalent.
Seth,
Uh,
Cody, Randy, yes.
Randy is,
Gunther,
is is
yes.
is somewhat
I think
equivalent.
I
Kenny
think Randy.
Omega,
I
Kenny
think
Omega,
Randy and
yes.
Yeah, yeah, Ken
Samoa Joe
Omega.
are pretty comparable or
He's
comparable.
equivalent. I ain't gonna say they better than him, but they're equivalent. MJF equivalent like Gunther,
I
but
would say he's over him. Gunther's over him.
yeah,
We
nah.
talking.
Who
Samoa
talking
Joe,
wrestling?
and to the point, Samoa Joe could be a Hall of Famer in WWE.
I never argued that.
Nah,
But I love Samoa Joe. I'm not arguing
He-
against Samoa Joe. I'm just saying the list is deep. The water deep.
See, you looking at so the WWE is the big league. See, that's how you looking at it. Me, I'm
I'm not
looking at
looking at
it.
it that way. That's the way it is. Like you
They
making it seem like that's not the universal narrative.
they
that's what
they all
everybody's trying to
professional
get.
leagues, and they all playing in the big leagues, and some got more cash than others.
Some people think the big three is a upper echelon professional league. But if you put the big three on TV when the NBA is on TV, you're gonna see the difference.
I was about to say something, but I'm gonna get to the next topic, which is our versus segment. So we're gonna get to two independent wide receivers. I'm start with you, Mr. Amari.
AJ
And
Brown.
some people say selfish. So we're gonna look at the tenure of AJ Brown versus T.O. Terrell Owens. The Philly years only. Who's the better receiver? Is on you, Mr. Amari. I heard what you
AJ
said.
Brown.
It's
Yeah, I
not
mean,
really fair though. It's not really fair.
I just don't think it's not comparable when one man only played 2 years and the other one played like 5.
Yeah.
It's honestly not fair.
I think he played 4, but I get your
Still not
point.
fair. Still not fair. Yes. I would say, but if you want numbers, AJ Brown has 339 receptions, 5,034 yards, and 32 touchdowns in his tenure in Philadelphia, as well as a Super Bowl ring. Terrell Owens had 124 receptions, 1,963 yards, and 20 touchdowns in his 2 seasons. He put up more touchdowns in 2 seasons than or almost as many as AJ Brown did in his 4, but the yards and the receptions are drastically far apart. Um, Not going to say that T.O. I mean, T.O. definitely was a very meaningful part of those Philadelphia teams that he was there. I mean, ultimately, as a part of the point where they got to the Super Bowl, but they just weren't able to
But
accomplish it and win.
he made his career. He made his career in Dallas and San Fran though. So
Yeah, I was about to say he was already solidified before he got there. But AJ Brown, even as solidified as he was in his tenure in Tennessee, really made his staple as a top 10 receiver in Philadelphia in his mainly his first 2 years, because his production dwindled year by year as he was in Philadelphia. But AJ Brown, easily.
I ain't picking because everybody know where I stand
Yeah,
with
I say
Terrell
yeah.
Lawrence.
T.O. your favorite, but
Yeah.
AJ Brown's more productive.
I ain't
You're
picking
not
because
gonna.
I don't think it's a fair argument. So
It's not.
I
It's
ain't
not a
picking.
fair argument. It's not a fair argument at all. I mean, if you go off 2 years, I mean, sadly, it's still AJ Brown because he had
And the
two
reason
1,400-yard
this
seasons.
is an argument, AJ Brown was the one that brought this up. He said that I was a better receiver at Philly than T.O. was, and that was his statement. That's
See,
the
you
only reason to
you
argue.
you throwing shots for no reason.
So what you got to say, Mr. KD? I thought you had something else to say. I know you said you ain't picking, but what?
We
I
don't
only
care.
had 2 years. So and to be honest, one of those 2 years was
He was hurt.
one of those 2 years was probably the worst. One of the worst years of my career. So
That is true. Outside of that Arizona Cardinals year, which was, I believe, his final
Yeah.
year.
And the crazy thing is, I thought both of y'all were gonna say T.O. because T.O. was the quote unquote better receiver for Philly as a player. But when you look at what I did for Philly, the cumulative effect of me being here, i.e., AJ
what do
Brown.
you mean? What I did for Philly? One of us got a ring. One of us don't with
No,
Philly.
that's my point. Yeah, but it goes to how long I've been here. Both of us got to a Super Bowl. You was unable to complete the mission. I completed the mission.
But
Some
I was
people would
hurt.
say, yeah, but some people would say your quarterback was better than my quarterback. I did it with a worse quarterback. I'm speaking as AJ Brown, obviously.
But I was
So
hurt.
yeah, you was hurt, but your quarterback wasn't. And you still had I think like 14 catches, 12 catches in that game, some sort of effect in the Super Bowl. So like, yeah, you was
One
hurt, but
leg.
you,
12
yeah,
catches on a broke leg.
yeah.
I don't know, man.
But even with that being said, I have a quarterback that some people say they can't throw, and I got them to a Super
He got
Bowl
a
and
noodle
won.
arm.
So I really was surprised there. I thought both of y'all were gonna say T.O. I'm going with AJ Brown. Like, to me, the Super Bowl ring, the overall dominance. Do I think AJ Brown is a better receiver than T.O.?
No.
Not any day. But did he have a better tenure in Philly? Obviously. So this is our last verses of the night. This is the Revolutionary War, the battle for America. Today we're gonna settle who's
Trump
truly.
versus Iran. Let's get
There
it.
you go. We're gonna truly settle who's America's team. The Cowboys versus the Patriots. Amari got the Cowboys. Mr. KD got the Patriots. You get one quarterback, two running backs, three wide receivers, a tight end, and a lineman, two defensive players. But today and for the future, we adding on a new person. What is our X factor? It could be a flex player. It could be any player, any position, offense, defense, special teams, doesn't matter, outside of quarterback. And you got to let us know why he's so important and impactful. I'm going to
He
start
gave
with
you a
you.
flex spot.
Let me put this out here. Because last week I spoke about how I feel like this segment always just swayed towards Joe.
There you go.
And I ain't gonna lie, I felt good when I saw New England. And I was like, okay,
Until
the
you got to
boys
the bottom
believe me.
half of it.
No, until I left the quarterback position. After I left the quarterback position, I said, you know what? They did it again.
You got running back. I mean, you got
No, I ain't got no
James,
run back
you
for
got
you.
James White.
I ain't got no Emmitt Smith.
He got players.
I ain't got an Emmitt Smith.
You ain't
Seven
got Tony
Super
Dorsett
Bowls.
either.
It's on you,
Yeah,
Mr. K.
I'm just saying.
It's on you. Who you starting at?
Of course, the GOAT, Tom Brady.
All right.
My QB, Troy Aikman.
Yeah. So I win that one, and then
You win that one.
then shit get
No,
quiet. That's
no,
all I'm saying. Like that's why I didn't like. Like I felt good till I start going down the list. But hey, go
you
ahead.
got two running backs.
Nah, yeah, he got one running back that equals my two.
I got
Who you
Emmitt
got?
Smith and Tony Dorsett.
Yeah, you could have just said Emmett. I got Kevin Falk,
Hey,
and I had to battle for the second one. That's why I started realizing stuff.
James White,
No, Jim
Super
Nance.
Bowl MVP.
Jim Nance.
Okay,
I thought you would have said the boy from Cincinnati. What's his name? The running back. He's
Corey
supposed to-
Dillon. I thought about Corey Dillon, but no.
And he got a ring there too.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Your
All
three wide receivers, Mr. KD.
Well, I got to go first again.
You was going.
I just went. I went first with the
No, because I
nigga.
know how this going to sound. And I like my receivers. Randy Moss, Wes Welker, and Julian Ellis. I like that, but then...
That receiving core, I mean, hey.
Who you got, Mr. Murray? What's your wide receivers for Dallas Cowboys?
Michael Irvin, CeeDee Lamb, Dez Bryant.
All right, one tight end is on you, Mr. KD.
This is another position I felt
No.
good
It's on
about.
me. It's on. I'm gonna say it's on me
I felt
because
good
you
about
went
this
first with
position.
receivers.
I felt
I
good
got
about
Jason.
this.
I got Jason Witten.
I got Gronk. Possibly the GOAT.
Hey, you got the
Possibly the
goat.
GOAT. Yeah, possibly the GOAT.
All
All
right,
right,
so offensive lineman.
one lineman.
Then I get depressed again. Go ahead. Oh, no, it's me?
Not
Yeah,
just
John
no.
Hanna.
got
I
Hall
went
of
with
Fame.
John Hanna. It was almost Logan Mankins, but I went with John Hanna.
Zach Martin.
Oh,
And
you
honestly,
took it easy on me.
he wasn't
The
even the
You took it
best
easy
one.
on me. You
I
took it
say I
easy on me.
did.
Yeah. Now you could have went Larry Allen and some more. You could have
You
went some
took it easy
places.
on me. I
Hey,
appreciate
stop
it.
spoiling
I
stuff.
appreciate it.
But to you, Mr. KD, what they had, Light or something like that. That was I forgot the
Matt
dude
Light.
name. Yeah.
He
All
ended
right.
up getting in a fight with was it Channing Crowder?
I think John
I
Hanna was a
remember
13-time.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
John
Oh
Henry
yeah,
was
I
the
think. Oh,
13
you the
John Hanna
time.
old you played with the when they had the dude on the helmet. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Two
The
defensive players.
Patriot.
Yeah,
Patriot Pat.
two defensive players.
me, Ty
Yeah.
Law.
No,
All right.
Nah, but let him know who he can't pick.
I already did it.
Okay.
I already did it.
Let him know who he can't pick.
I already did it.
He
What's
even
that?
picked him
Three?
like
That's
three.
three.
He even picked him
I
like
believe
3
So
or
that's
me and
5
I
different
we
players.
talked we talked
I
we
said I
talked
done played
privately.
that's 3
We said
times.
it's 3 names you can't say. He told me that's the only way this segment works. It's 3 names you can't say.
3 names I can't say?
Nah, I'm joking.
It's
I'm joking.
I say it's crazy. I'm
I
about to say
got
because I
Ty
ain't
Law
gonna
and Teddy Bruschi. And I Teddy Bruschi was a debate because I could have went
I'm not even gonna
Seymour.
lie.
I could have went
I
Vince
would
Wilfork. I could have went some other routes, but yeah.
say Vince Wilfork. I would have
What's
definitely
my
I ain't
boy
gonna lie,
Willie
bro.
McGinnis? I
Conte
could have
too.
went other
say
places.
I say shit, you got Mike Vrabel, you could Stephon Gilmore, he won defensive player of the year. Like um Dion Dion Sanders.
Deion what?
Ed
Branch? Deion Branch?
Sanders.
Yeah.
Hey, Deion Branch played for the Patriots. Why don't you use him?
Because he ain't better than Ty Law.
That's true. But yeah, I got Deion Sanders and Ed Too Tall Jones.
Oh, you let me off a little bit. Pause. Like, yeah.
All right.
It could
And
have been
Mr.
worse.
Martin
Could have been worse.
with X Factor / flex player. Who you got
He
and
told you
why?
already.
And this
He
is
told
why I
you.
was telling you
He
not to
told you
spoil
already.
stuff.
Exactly.
Now I'm taking Larry Allen, and this is because I get another Hall of Fame offensive lineman to block for Emmitt Smith and Tony Dorsett. If this was a fantasy team, oh my god,
And to me,
running the ball.
I didn't settle on one player, but I
Good
settled
Lord.
on one position.
Uh,
Adam Vinatieri and Steven Gostowski. Those my X factors right there. We
and
know how to
Mr.
pick
KD.
kickers. We
That's
know how to
exactly
pick
what
kickers.
this spot was filled for.
We know how to
That's
That
pick
what
point
I'm
kickers.
saying, Mark.
exactly.
That's exactly. You took the words out of my mouth. This
We
is
know how
exactly
to
why I
pick
put this
kickers.
list. Because when we
It's
did
exactly
we did
why
this
the
last week,
Ravens.
man, Mr. Mark was talking, and he was like, "Man, I could have took Justin Tucker." I was like, "All right, so I'm gonna make this spot for the Justin Tuckers, the Devin Hesters of the world. What you just did was a prime example. Like, can I kick it? That might mess around and get you
Can
to
I
the
kick it? Yes, you can.
yeah. That might get you to the victory. That might get you to the victory.
So I feel good about my X factor, and that this was before he even said his list. I feel good about quarterback, tight end, and my X factor. I felt good about all that. And my first defensive player. I felt good about all that. Everything else, I was like, they got me again.
All right. So I'm gonna start with you, Mr. Amari. This is our sticky note segment tonight.
Start and
Um,
finish with tomorrow. Go ahead, man.
the America and the World Cup. Our current recap. What's your thoughts on where we at and how we looking? It's on you, Mr. Amari.
As of right now, the U.S. sits at number 1 in the Group D, and our next game is against Bosnia. Um, I personally think we got it. As of right now, our record's 2-1. Just taking a loss not too long ago, but
I
I
bet
think
on
this
that
bounce
game
back.
too.
Yeah, I did too. Tear. But against Bosnia, I think this is the bounce back. And like I said last episode, and we all kind of agreed, hey, the patriotism rise deep. I got U.S. winning it all.
I never said that.
Yes, you did.
Oh.
Yes, you did. You said
I wanna
realistically,
say
we
it.
know we're not.
I wanna
But
say it.
we did say that. Yes, you did. You were part of this.
No, yeah, you're right. If I got to pick, I'm gonna go America, of course, but I ain't got no real dog.
And we don't realistically,
That's the thing. You got to pick.
you know,
Thinking about how we looking 2-1.
What's the anthem? Proud to be an
be an
American.
American. At least I know I'm free.
There we go.
And with
There we go.
that
You
being
just
said, happy
That's
Independence
why we stand up.
you need to crank that Hulk Hogan. I
Day.
am a real
Happy Independence Day,
American.
everybody. I
Hey.
want to let y'all know we cut a play. We out.
I'm proud to be an American.